so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God or Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master, who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God, it's never our vernacular. They get paid and praised by the dollar long as they keeping us stagnant. And niggas think they woke, huh? Like you could change a whole world through a vote, huh? Like slave masters willing to let they slave go, huh? That slave master was probably your kinfolk, huh? History in reverse, a black king strategy. When blacks were your majesty, they always hide your pyramids but point to where the castles be. Aristocracies with your last name patented accurately. Yeah. And I ain't even tell half the shit. Like, I ain't even tell a quarter of the shit. I'm just getting started. Y'all niggas rap about busting guns and all this weird shit. I'm trying to get my people back, nigga.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Yeah, we had street dreams. Street dreams. Put my life on the line for this shit, we had street dreams. Street dreams. Yeah, we had street dreams.
Guess, whoa, Getty's on my chest, whoa. All about my check, whoa. Nigga, this ain't checkers, this is chess, whoa. What went in my head, cause I played it up this vest, whoa. Look, these bullets generous, gangsta and a gentleman. Feeling like I'm SP, I don't deal with middlemen. Bosses, I'm on bosses, chrome hearts mixed with crosses. Smoking palm leaves while reflecting on these losses. Street dreams turn to nightmares into
street dreams. Street dreams. Put my life on the line for this shit, we had street dreams. Street dreams. Yeah, we had street dreams.
Being Pablo, streets and being Chapo. Never expected this though. Lost a couple homies, stuff fucking with my mental. I ain't never tried so much in a year. Skipping red lights, nigga, you won't leave me here. Mind playing tricks on me, we make it clear. 40 stuff in the mind clear, ain't no fear. Street dreams always turning nightmares. Street dreams always turning nightmares.
Street dreams. Street dreams. Put my life on the line for this shit, we had street dreams. Street dreams. Yeah, we had street dreams.
What's the good old big deal with the people? Hold on. this off the screen. Yo, 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 yo. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the building, man. What's the good old big deal with the good old peoples, man? It's your brother Aboriginal Power. Y'all already know the vibrations, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling on this free smoke Friday? All topics is welcome. All debates is accepted. We're going to do live smoke, free smoke. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all hit that like button. Hey, man, I need y'all to smack that like button one time for me, man. Go ahead and smack that like button while y'all in the building, man. Go ahead and let me know that y'all in here rocking out with your boy Aboriginal Power, man. We got some free smoke Friday. Y'all already know Indians can't prove that they Indians. I'm staying on Indians' head for the rest of the time. I get tired of it. Because y'all be the ones, main ones in my chat and my comments popping it, but don't never want no wreck, don't never want no smoke, don't never got no sources, can't never prove what y'all say. So I'm here to give y'all opportunity to come get it in. Can I'm challenging all narratives. This is free smoke. And this is an opportunity for anyone that's in the chat that has been wanting to challenge or question big Aboriginal Power on what anything that he have laid down. So don't be scared, nigga. Come say it with y'all chest. I'm tired of y'all chatty patty chat trolls. Niggas, let's get it cracking. It's free smoke. Where's your scholarship at? Y'all be debating in the chat. What y'all like, debating with yourselves? We need to know what's going on. But peace and blessings to everyone that is in the building. Y'all go ahead and drop those fire emojis in the chat and let me know that y'all can hear me. I want to make sure my audio is cool. Because y'all quiet in the chat. Usually last time I did that, I didn't know that my audio was thrown off. So y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. Y'all just drop a quick fire emoji in the chat, man. That's going to let me know that y'all can hear me, man. So what's up with the smoke? Where are all the Indians at? Where's all the pretending Indians that regurgitate pseudo nonsense? And I'm not even going to say pseudo nonsense, but they're definitely regurgitating a lot of pseudo-ness. They're coming with pseudo scholarship. Where is the Indians that claim to be Indian? I just want to have a conversation. A lot of y'all be scared. Y'all wait till another channel pop up. Y'all just start talking. Boy, I'm about to start popping up on every channel today. But before I even go in on the rest of these Indians, I do want to say peace and love to everyone in the building. I want to give a shout out to everyone real quick, because this is a special thing. This is a milestone marker, and I want to make sure I give this out to the family. Shout out to the family that's in the building. Shout out to all my supporters, all my subscribers, and all of the fam that's been rocking with Big Aboriginal Power over the last 7 to 8 years on YouTube, family. We just recently hit 45,000 subs today. Come on, family. We just hit 45,000 subs. Come on now. Who you know putting in that work like the Bapperton in the community like that? I've damn near gained 1,000 subscribers every month for the last year since I got my new channel, since I got my original channel back. So y'all know, man, it's just we got more work to put in. We got more milestones. We on the road to 100K. We on the road to 100K, 45,000 down. You understand me? Y'all show your brother some love in the building, man. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. While y'all at it, family, let's get a few of the family members to share the live stream at least a couple times. That's going to put us in the algorithm. Just you sharing it, you hashtagging Aboriginal Power, that's going to put us in the algorithm. That's going to put us in the algorithm. You feel what I'm saying? But salute to everybody that's in the building. We're gonna rock the house. And we got Soul Sister Jackie Brown in the building with us. What's going on with it? What's the
Peace
good
and
old
love.
deal?
Peace and love, family. Peace and love. And congratulations, Babs. You deserve it. You earned it. You not only funny, you smart, and you have a whole lot to do with the revolution and the resolutions of our people. And I want to give you your flowers for that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's a lot of work, man, but we here for it though. We here for it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
Thank you
though.
so much. In defense, I am here. I am here to represent the Indians. I'm here. I put a clip in the chat. I don't see it right now. I'm gonna have to put it back in there. Babs, and it is from this lady, so Selena. She have a she got a lot of subscribers and she got a lot of views, and her channel is about um Aboriginals, indigenous Americans. I put that one particular one back there. You go over it for the first 10
Oh yeah,
minutes.
no, I'm with that. I wouldn't even argue against that. We are Aboriginal indigenous. I wouldn't even argue against that. I want to talk to these Indians that ain't black.
Indian,
I
Babs,
know you
Indian.
black, Jackie Brown. You black as soul. You
I'm a black
understand what?
nigga. I'm a black nigga. I'm a black colored. I'm a black everything but a goddamn African. I am not African, but I'm all those other labels that they want to put on me. I'm okay with that. The one they won't dare call me is a Afro, because if they call me Afro, it would separate me from the whole wide world, and they don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm not no African, but I'm everything else in the book.
I'm Afro. But Babs, look at this video because it's about Indians. She's saying we not black, we not FBA, we not nothing but Indian. And I think she might
Hey,
be
send
hitting
it to my email because I don't know, the YouTube be tripping here lately. Send it to my email and I might just do a separate build on that. I might just react to the entire video. You feel what I'm saying?
Wonderful, Babs. That'll be good because it's very interesting. Give me your email again. I'm finna send it right now.
Okay, I'm about to put it in the chat. Matter of fact, I'm about to put it on the screen just in case anybody else want to.
Absolutely.
Is it on the screen? Do I got it on the screen? Hey, family, can I have one of my moderators put my email in it? Matter of fact, I'll put it in the back chat. Hold on. All right, I'll just put it back there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, shout out to everybody that's in. We got Original Skywalker in the building.
Salute, Bab, and salute to the channel.
Salute, brother. Babs, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna put that in there for you. Peace and love. And this is the only thing that I can see where these we can say that we were Indian. But the only thing about this, Babs, is in none of her videos do she prove that we called ourselves anything. All of these names are put on us, even Indian. But
that's what I've been saying that for the last year. You won't. I give you $100. You find the term that we call ourselves and that we still call ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I use all the terms because they all was given to my peoples as jackets to wear. And when they wore those jackets, they would fly than a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? They created some of the greatest inventions the world has ever seen. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shout out to you, Jackie Brown. I appreciate you for coming on too. You already know.
Peace and love, family. I'll be in the chat.
All right, you already know anytime. Shout out to the sister Jackie. All right, we got Bouillon Smith in the building. What's the good old big deal with you, fam?
Oh, I was just sliding through.
Man, what you want, fam? Talk to me. Where you from?
From Houston, Texas.
That's what's up. What's up? What's on your mind, family?
Shit, I'm 46, about to be 47.
Oh, you just turned 47?
About to turn 47 in May.
Okay. 46 in the building. Okay, nigga, shit. You're getting younger and younger as time go by.
Real talk. Real talk.
Yeah, but what's on your mind, though, brother? Talk to me.
Well, I just popped in the show. I didn't know what was going on, but I read the little sign right there.
Yes, open panels,
Mhm.
free smoke, it's live debates up here. So it can get a little rough up here, but yeah, go ahead and shoot. It's kind of quiet right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have nothing to talk about. I'm just trying to communicate and collaborate with my people.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I'm one of your people. So you say you from where you from again? One more time.
Houston, Texas. I'm
Houston,
the
Texas.
I'm the one who be on Facebook writing all the time, shedding all that darkness. Which
Oh, sharing all that.
they call it light, but it's really darkness.
What's your name on YouTube? I mean on Facebook.
Terrence Smith.
Terrence Smith. All right, all right. Shout out to OG Terrence.
Terrence Smith, and I'm Boo Young. My name Boo Young. I rap.
Yeah, Bouillon Smith. I see you, big brother. Shit, I'm with you. And listen, I just want you
Yeah.
to know this before you go. If you don't take nothing else from me before you leave, I want you to take this, brothers. Seriously. African Americans ain't African. I'm gonna say it one more time. African Americans ain't African. We the aboriginals of this land. You understand what I'm saying, brother? And I need you to understand that we not African.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm energy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I'm the
energy too. I'm energy too, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm mixed with animals, so I ain't gonna say I'm human.
You got some animal in you?
I'm not. I don't have no animals, so I can't say I'm human.
Yeah, I ain't got no animal in me neither. So, but when I say human, I'm not talking about HUMAN. I'm talking about HUE. Because we the people of color. We the people of hue. We humans. You understand what I'm saying? It hit different.
You're a Damu too, then. You're
I'm good.
Adamu.
Hey,
You're Adamu, then. You're
I'm
Adamu.
I'm
Or you're
convinced.
in.
I'm
You say you're Indian. I mean, you energy, right?
yeah.
So energy can relate to engine.
I'm sun energy.
And so that means that you the little engine that could. So you
The
the little
sun,
Indian that could.
the sun
Because
activated me.
because the thing about it is, if you have the energy, because look, I'm gonna show you something. Oral tradition. About what is oral tradition? That's a question I got for you. What is oral tradition?
Beautiful, beautiful. Oral tradition is the customs and culture passed down through word of mouth.
That's all you need, right?
I mean, that's I'm not gonna say it's all you need, right? But it's valid. It's definitely valid.
So when you said but, you just excluded everything you just agreed with. So you don't agree with that.
When I say but,
You said but. You said but.
for
So
what? But
so
what?
because you said I asked you, I said no, my statement was oral tradition is all you need. You said yes, all you need, but
No, well,
it's
let me rephrase. Let me rephrase that. It's not all you need, because that ain't what I said. I didn't say it's all you need. I made sure I
okay,
said it's not all you need,
right. That's what
but
I said, all you need.
it's not all you need, but it is valid. You understand that?
Oh,
But
yes, sir.
it is valid. I need you to
So
understand what came after that ass. I mean that but.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, okay. Well then why do you feel like you to detest people when they say that they're Indian? What is the purpose when oral tradition is valid, right? Because grandma, that's what grandma said.
Not everybody grandma said that. Your grandmama might have said that.
She did. My great grandma said it.
But you ain't saying what she told you all the way, neither. You're taking it and twisting it. Your grandmama said that you was mixed with a little Indian. You had some Indian in your family. She didn't say that you was the Indian. You see how you
Boy,
just
my
twisted
grandma
that
ain't
one
said
word
that.
up?
My grandma ain't say nothing like that.
What you say then?
My grandma said that her mama was full blood Indian.
Right. That
And
means
she
that the other
said,
people.
and I mean what?
That means no. Go ahead, finish. I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize. That's my fault.
Okay, so my mama come from her mama, and her mama come from the woman that's full blood Indian.
Yeah, but you just don't come from women solely. You come from a man as well. So if the woman may be fully Indian, I'm not here to negate that. But
Yes, sir.
you mix with a father, and their father is not full blooded, is he?
Well, according to my great grandmother, right? My great grandmother, she when we look at names, she married berries. She married people with the last name of Natures.
Okay.
And so that attributes to the land, right? So if it's attributed to the land, that means you are part of the land. That means you're Indian.
Not necessarily. White people got that same last names.
But we understand where the white folks got them names from. Because the reason why I'm so big on this is that's what you're gonna have to use to fight. You can't use Aboriginal to fight to a degree, because majority of what they're using in law is not majority of Aboriginal, it's Indian.
No, that's not
That's
true.
not true. That's not
That's
true at
absolutely
all.
not true. All you got to do is go to the Boubier's definition and find out what an Aboriginal is, and then you will find out what an Indian is in that same sentence, right? So what I'm saying is, I think people just got to do a little more research. We get emotionally attached to something. We get caught up in these feel-good conversations, and I like to check you on it because I don't want you to be comfortable where you at, because you shouldn't be.
Yes, sir. I agree with that. I agree
And I'm going
100%
to
with
check
you.
you, and I'm going to force you guys to prove what you're talking about.
I
And
told
another
you.
thing,
That
and
means you shouldn't be
another thing
spoken.
too.
I
Another
told y'all
thing
what
too.
my understanding was.
Aboriginal people need to understand that Aboriginal is more than these other titles that y'all talking about.
Facts.
Aboriginal shows your relationship to the land. That's what Aboriginal is. So when you say somebody is Aboriginal, that's just your relationship to the land. People got to understand that.
And the term Aboriginal is tied directly to the nationality of what we call American.
Yeah.
It's
What
directly tied to it. In
when you say
definition.
you, yeah, exactly. When you say you Aboriginal, right? That's your relationship status to the land. Everyone has a relationship status to the land, right? You got immigrants, right? You got all of these different people who come here. You got nationals. You got all of these things. What is your relationship to the land? Once you understand your relationship to the land, that's all Aboriginal is. Aboriginal ain't what people make it. Anybody, like,
My
Aboriginal
relationship
is
to
not
the land
exclusive to
is we
America.
the first to this motherfucker. My relationship
Yeah,
is very intimate with the land.
I have a
absolutely.
relationship with the sun.
Man, listen,
Oh,
I just
Well,
talked to the son the other day.
every Aboriginal has a relationship with the sun. That's the litmus test to show you Aboriginal is based on your relationship to the sun.
So if you got a relationship with the sun, Bouillon, you Aboriginal, brother.
I got me. I talk to the sun every day. But let me put this on you, Bel. Okay, so we dealing with grammar, right?
Yep.
Without the sun,
Okay, so
you can't activate your pioneer.
That's true. Shout out to Bouillon. He just cooked one time. Can't activate
right
that
on.
pineal.
You can't.
That's a fact. My bad, original scholar Walker. I know you have
Nah,
your heart.
y'all good. You good. Nah, y'all good, bro. I just wanted to say, like, okay, so we dealing with grammar, right? And we know that these words that we use, they have different connotations to them. Because when you looking at Aboriginal, them two, you got ab and then you got original, right?
See,
So
hey,
Check
go
this
ahead, go
out.
ahead.
Check
I'm,
this out real quick.
no,
Check this out real quick. I got one statement.
Go ahead, brother.
If you're an enemy to the sun, hey, if you're an enemy, if the sun hurts you, then you not
You
you
a devil. That means you the devil.
Facts.
Hey, I don't
And,
know,
and that's
man.
not being
Bouillon?
and that's not
Hey,
being
Hey, but
racist.
I
listen,
don't know
let me
what
go
to
ahead and
tell you.
cook.
If you can't relate with the sun, if the sun hurts
hold
you,
on,
I don't know
hold
what to
on.
tell you.
but
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
but
yeah.
look,
Yeah.
if
Let,
the
let
if the
Andrew.
Hey, original. I just want to cut you off because I don't want to do this to you. Okay, so
hold
we can
on,
go.
Nah,
let me
hey,
pour it
hey,
on you.
Bap,
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Bap,
Let
let
me
him
finish.
finish, and
Let me
then
finish.
we about to
And then you
splice
can get
that
me.
thing
Then you can get
down.
me. You can get
Okay,
me. You
I
can
don't
get
Yeah.
me.
want to do it.
Let me finish.
Okay,
Let me
go ahead.
finish. You know what I'm saying?
You
Cause
asked me for it.
I got a good jab still. My jab is good, right? And a good right hook, right?
Now,
So
I
look,
like
check
a
it out.
sport. I like a sport. I like a
Right
sport. Come on,
on.
let's get it.
So look, so we dealing with grammar. You got ab and you have original, right? So when we look at these words, we know that the English words is full of different words from different cultures, right? So when you look at ab can be abba, mean father. Yes, you can come from the father because ab means abba in Arabic, right?
No.
And then hold on, let
And
me finish. Let me
Abba
finish.
is two different words. It's two
Hold
different
on,
words.
but
Ab and
hold on,
Abba.
but all right, but you still have the ab in it, bro. You still have the ab, just like you got
Yes, but
al,
you're not
al.
explaining.
Hold
But you're
on,
not
I-
explaining what the
I'm finna,
ab
I'm finna,
means.
I'm finna get to it, bro. I'm getting to it. Check me out. So
My
look,
bad. My bad.
so the ab, you got absence. Ab itself, it can mean to, it can mean to be from, or it can mean to be taken from, bro. You see what I'm saying? It could go two ways. So if you go in the courtroom with it, then I mean, cause they use it in different ways, bro. So like, how would you fight them if they use it in a different way, trying to prove that you are Aboriginal? Which I'm not saying you not, but in the courtroom, how would you prove that? Because that word is used widely across the world, bro,
Well,
differently.
because it's directly telling you what it is. The term Aboriginal means first inhabitants, and since I'm an Aboriginal, I descend from the original people. You understand what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I'm not going to just talk you to death. Let's just go to the actual word, and we're going to give you the history of the word because we don't want to go with the synopsis, right? Because etymology gives you the history of the word, how it was used, who it was used
Mhm.
on, and how it was used in modern times, right?
Right on. I'm
So this is
etymologist, bro.
that's what you're talking about. So let's
Right.
get into it. So in adjective, aboriginal, first earliest existence from the beginning, especially in references to inhabitants that is colonized by Europeans. From aborigine, see aborigine, right?
Hmm.
And guess what? The prefix for ab was actually al, so that debunks that ab source that you brought up. Okay, we're gonna move down, right? So it says specific
They don't
Australian
debunk it.
sense. Yeah, it's gonna debunk it all the
It
way,
add to it because I
100%.
said AL at first. I said
Let
AL
me
and
cook.
EL
Just
too.
let me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My bad. My bad.
I know, but you saying it doesn't mean attached to or come from, but we're going to go down to the actual noun the way we use it today, right? So it says person, animal, or plant, right? Person, place, or thing,
Yes.
animal, plant.
Hmm.
It said it has been in a country or region from its earliest times. 1858, mistaken singular of Aborigines. 1540s, earliest use. Aboriginal is considered correct singular in English, but in Latin, the term Aborigines is first inhabitants, especially of Latium hence, which means the first ancestors of the Romans. This is possibly a tribal name or formed from the confound lays ab origine, which literally means, listen, the word ab, which literally means from the beginning. So we're going to go to the word ab in particularly, right? We're going to break it down. From the word ab, it means off, away from, a rise, commence, beginning, source, descent, lineage, birth, or from stem. And then from Ori, it says arise, rise, be born, be descended, or receive life. So if you are an aboriginal, that means you come from the original. That means you came through the loins. The original gave birth to you. You are of the original stock.
Nice. I like how you broke it down. I like how you broke it down, and you're very correct. And you did show me how you would fight it in the courtroom because it referred to in Latin because the courtrooms use Latin. So yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Thank
Which
you. I
simply
don't,
means
And,
first
and one more
inhabitants
look,
from
and one
and
more
the
thing. And
beginning.
let me add to that, right? And one more thing. This is what people need to understand when they call themselves etymologists, because this is very rampant in the community. A lot of people talk about words and words. If you're going to study words, then you have to study context as well, right? You can't have words and you can't know what words mean if you don't understand the
The
context of how these
context.
words are being said.
Facts.
So, for example, ab can mean all of the things you just said, but when it's in tandem with the origine, it means from.
From the
Okay?
beginning.
That's what it means when it's in tandem with the origine. If it's separate, if it's by itself,
It can
can
mean
possibly
it can
mean
mean
something
all those
else.
other dark. My bad. Go ahead,
Exactly.
cook. My bad.
But
My bad.
when it's in tandem with the origine, it means from the beginning. That's what it means.
mm,
Doesn't mean anything outside of that. So people
So
need to
that's why I
understand
like when people
context.
use that. I like when
mm,
people come to me and be like, "Oh, Al being away from. Bring your ass up here. You
Exactly.
mm.
ain't learned nothing
But
yet. Come here.
but hold
Let me
on, but
let
hold on, Belt. We both was in the paint with this. You was right. You was right, and I wanted you to
You wanted me to get
elaborate.
in my bag.
Yeah, I
I know.
wanted you to go up in there, man, because you know what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, that's how we're gonna have to fight it in the
And
Latin.
that's a common talking point from the challenging side. You see what I'm saying? They often like to challenge the term Aboriginal because Aboriginal holds so much power. You really can't discredit it. You see what I'm saying? It's the ultimate
Yeah.
power. You see what I'm saying? It's the term
So
that you are, but they don't want to label you as that.
okay, so
See,
let me ask you this,
they'll
about.
label you an Indian, they'll label you everything that you've been labeled. They will
Mm,
never change your status to Aborigine.
uh, hmm,
As on the census, like these niggas right here are the Aborigines.
yeah. Hey, but let me ask you this,
Why
about.
would they put you back in your original status when they took you from that status? That means they must be done colonizing us then, huh? When they do that.
She, yeah, for real. For
You see
real.
what
They
I'm
ain't
saying?
they yeah, for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man.
But you know
So
what, Bab?
listen,
Oh, go
go
ahead, my
ahead.
bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No,
Now
no, you
I,
go ahead.
okay, so how would you use Indian in the courtroom if you had to go in there and fight it? Cause the Indian would be up in the treaties and all that, right?
I wouldn't, to be honest, brother. And listen, I accept India. I'm not going to shit on it, but I am shitting on it today. I am kind of shitting on it today, I guess. You niggas can't prove you Indians, but the reason I wouldn't go to that is because that's not really my thing. And the reason I say that is because there's names on the treaties. I did a whole build on all the treaties.
Mm-hmm.
There's names on them,
Mm-hmm.
like for the people that signed them, from the indigenous side and the European side. The most important thing to take away that is almost every treaty was never respected. It was totally ran rampant on. They pissed on it. That's why Indians are in a situation they're in today. If they respected the treaties, everything would be peaches and cream.
You got to find out Indians.
Yeah, well, any Indian at this point was so I don't so none of the I just don't get into that whole Indian treaty. Should we fight it in court? Now, if you got records of your peoples being Indians, that's what's up. Go fight that shit in court. And then what the fuck is you? What's the point of you finding that you're Indian if you're not gonna go all the way through with it? Like be recognized and you know what I mean, get all the benefits and shit. You
Oh
niggas just
yeah,
be
that's
talking about y'all Indians and just being YouTube with it.
nah, nah.
That's why I don't
Hey,
listen. That's why I say I don't believe that people what they say. I don't believe them.
right, right,
It's a mixed
right.
breed people.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed breed African Indians around here, dude. They African and Indian. Moving
Damn.
on.
So I mixed breed.
No, I mean that. I mean that literally. I'm not being funny. Like the Indians I know that before a lot of these little new booty Indians came around, there was Indians that's been on this pursuit for a while and that is federally recognized and got land back, but they also believe that they mix with African.
Man, they
Let me answer his question then, Bat.
Go ahead.
So look, this is how you deal with Indian when it comes to the law. It's a court case called Frazee versus Spokane County.
Hold on, let
Look
me
it
get my
up.
pen.
Okay.
Say it again. Say it again.
It's a
Phrase.
court case called Frazee versus Spokane County.
Crazy. Cocaine.
Frazee, Frazee, Frazee
Okay.
versus Spokane County. And the precedent that was set during this court case was when they referred to Indians, they was referring to the Aboriginal inhabitants of North America in this court case. So
Man, who
when
is you? What's your name, brother?
This Job Bricks.
Oh, that's
one of
Job.
the
Oh yeah, that's. Oh yeah. I fuck with Job, boy.
What's good, my G?
Salute. What's good, fam? That
Hey,
turpentine. That's what's good. That turpentine, bro.
hey, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
cook
my
on
bad.
that for a second, though, Job Bricks. But I'm gonna give you some pushback against that because I'm gonna show
Go
you
ahead.
how that's not niggas in that court case.
Go ahead.
Now I want you to finish though, breaking down the case. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you
Okay,
off.
yeah. So what that shows is that when they're speaking about Indians in court, that's what Indian mean in court. If we speaking about if we're in a court case and the word Indian comes up in that specific court case, that's the definition of what it means in law. It means the Aboriginal inhabitants of North America based on that court case. So that's the context in which Indian is the Aboriginal inhabitants. Go ahead.
Okay, I have to go
No,
check that out.
well, with that being said, I wouldn't even argue with you because once you get into the actual legal documents, they'll tell you that all Aborigines were classified as Indians.
Yeah, see. Regardless of who the case was about, it's about the verbiage and what's the in court. It's about verbiage.
Especially
So when
federal case law, you can
yeah,
use it. That means
exactly.
That's what they use for. You bring up those federal case laws for your particular case because it's already been won in federal court. So 9 times out of 10, it will be respected the same way.
Exactly.
The same way. That's why a lot of people bring up these federal case laws. You feel me? When you fighting cases, you're like, damn, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I wouldn't even argue with you there. So I like the people to listen. The Aborigines' first misclassification was Indian. Well, in the United States legal system. You was referred to a lot of other shit before they came here.
And then you got another body of law called Corpus Juris Secundum as well. 42 Corpus Juris Secundum. And it's saying the same thing in that body of law as well.
Mm-hmm. And they're using the definition of Aborigine and Indian based off of the Boubier's dictionary in that particular case, in that particular law. Excuse me.
Yep. So basically, they're telling you now. This is now you want to see the power. You want to see the power of Corpus Juris Secundum. Now here's the power of Corpus Juris Secundum. You could use this when people try to say, "Oh, yo, what's your Indian tribe?" and this, that, and the third. You could easily debunk them with Corpus Juris Secundum. It says in the statute, it applied to the Aboriginals whether they sustain tribal relations or otherwise. Ooh. So even if you didn't sustain tribal relations, you are still an Aboriginal.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? See,
I got that. I didn't jack you for that one. Appreciate it.
But listen though, that's why I be trying to tell people. It's so much. I created my name 8 years ago when I understand the power of Aboriginal in America. That's how I literally came up with my name, Aboriginal Power. Literally.
And I'm telling you, that name hold power too, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying.
I remember coming across you. Like a lot of people find you because of that name. Because when you start to wake up and you get on your journey, you got the like what they call it, is that SEO? That's SEO. So your name is search engine optimized. So when a person first wake up, they typing in your name popping up.
That's a fact. And that's when I used to be an algorithm too. They done took me out the algorithm, but we making our way back though. We making our way back. But
Hey,
definitely
Val,
the
one
name
more
was
question.
powerful, bro. And I
One
did
more
it to
question, Val.
challenge all the other narratives, like as far as American peoples. And guess what? It doesn't take away from any other titles. It just only quantifies the existence and who it stringly belong to. If you don't got the correct paper trail and you're missing gaps in it, you're not going to be able to present this in a law court. You're gonna have to have these shits connected, and a lot of you guys don't want to do the connecting. A lot of the family don't want to do the connecting. They don't like some of the other terms your peoples was called.
See, what people need to understand is the big trick bag is the Charles Darwin out of Africa theory. That's the big trick bag.
That's the one I've been killing. That's the one. We gotta get together and put together my official build on this, bro. I've been working on the into Africa theory for 6 years now. I think I got
Yo,
it
it's
complete
crazy.
down to
It's
the
crazy.
genetics and everything.
Look, I'm working on. It's crazy. Yo, great minds think alike. I'm working on something too, dealing with this. And I done did a lot of research, and I was finding out like how they literally was blackballing people when they well, you know this already, but no, it was like they was funding to blackball anyone who found evidence of life in Africa. I mean, in America, that's older than the stuff in Africa. They was literally funding to debunk that back then. Like, so that's why you got. So that's why you got Virginia Steen McIntyre. You could look her up. She found some bones that was older than the bones in Africa. She lost all her funding. Basically, back then, it was basically you was considered anti-Semite. You know how they like to cancel people who anti-Semites?
Yep.
You was considered an anti-Semite if you found evidence of something
Yeah.
in America that was older than Africa back then.
See,
Like,
they
it
don't
was
know about
literally like,
the shit in America. The early archaeologists that was ignoring the artifacts here and trying to
yep,
change the stories. I got all
yep,
this shit, man. Matter of fact, I can go through some shit right now. I
yeah.
got it. Like I can show you shit where they found shit in the and I'm talking about real American journalists, archaeology societies by the United States.
Yeah.
Finding shit, bro.
Yeah. Like,
But see,
Millions of
okay,
years old.
but look, check this out. But why y'all don't never get on how they took this mug from us, bro? Like the Civil Rebellion and stuff like that. What really happened and who the original Americans are, bro? When they sent in the clones and how Pike and them did that, bro. That right there will open up the eyes of the
You gotta
people, man.
understand.
When if they
We've been
really,
telling y'all happened from the beginning. Your own people in mulattoes was the demise. I'm gonna just shoot it straight to you. Your own people in mulattoes was the demise. So when you brought up Albert Pike had a man that was the inside man that caused a lot of this shit to go down. His name was Judah Benjamin. What's his name?
Ben Judah.
Yeah, Ben Judah.
Yeah,
And
I heard it.
that Benjamin Judah, that was his name, Benjamin Judah. He was mixed breed, and he had tribal affiliation. So it was a lot of those situations that happened. Other Negroes coming in and having mulattoes and dual allegiances. This shit get deep, bro. It was your own people at the end of the day. That's a fact. It is what it is. Say what y'all can say what y'all want to. I done did several bills. I got the proof on it. I can show you when the 5 civilized tribes turned their back on the other ones. Why you think there's 2 bands of Cherokee, 2 bands of Tuscarora, 2 bands of this? Because they split. One went with the European, the other one did. It was just that simple. It's just that simple. Somebody saying no such thing as a mulatto. Where's that race at today? They all around. Shit. Mulattoes is mixed. It's a lot of them around right now, man. You talking about mixed people. Mixed people have a dual allegiance. or they're conflicted between whose allegiance they're going to follow or have. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. If just anybody, if anybody's put in a leader position and you gotta pick and choose whose allegiance you gotta be in, you already on the wrong side. You shouldn't even be leading. That's why we shouldn't even allow nobody that is mixed to be a head of nothing. I think that they should get all the benefits. If they for the squad, they should get full benefits just like a full nigga should. They just can't speak on behalf of niggas. On for niggas. Because it just protects our own lineage. It protects our own infrastructure by not having someone with a possible dual allegiance. You prevent even having somebody cross you by not putting somebody in position they can cross you. You feel me? It's just that simple. That's the way I look at it. How you look at it, brother Jack Briggs? How you think they took this shit over? Because you know it's multiple ways. It wasn't just one way.
I agree. They took it over that way, but then you got to think about it. The main way they took it over was mass indoctrination.
Facts.
Like mass indoctrination did a number on us. So people underestimate the fact that we was brainwashed. Because think about it, the Seminole Wars ended like a couple years before the Civil War.
Yep.
Or something like that.
Yeah, because it started around the same time as the Civil War. A lot of wars. See, that's what. Go ahead. My bad, bro. My bad.
I'm just saying, like,
topics. My bad.
Yeah, like, bro, we was fighting the whole time. Like, we never was really like they ain't never really conquered us. They never conquered us. Like, we've been fighting all through slavery. We was fighting all through slavery. You got Jeremiah Hamilton. He a millionaire, and he owned white slaves in the early 1800s. How is a black man owning white slaves in the early 1800s? Like, that makes you rewire your brain to really understand what was really happening. And then I'm gonna tell you who really put the stamp on, but they came a little later, but who really put the nail in the coffin was the Africans. The Africans is what put the nail in the coffin. People need to understand, Africans been in bed with our colonizers the whole time.
All of them have, even the Caribbean.
From back then till now. Like, I'm talking about, I got documents. It's something called, I think it's called the African American Society or something like that. I found a document.
Talking about the one that's at Columbia University.
I think so. They was I gotta reread it, but what I did see is that they was
funded by L. Gray Cohen as the director, and L. Gray Cohen is also on the CIA directory list too.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
L. Gray Cohen is on the CIA directory list as the American Society, the African Society Studies at Columbia University. He's the director of that class, but he's also on the registry as a CIA agent.
I was just about to say that.
I'll show y'all right, motherfucker.
Look, the whole
I ain't gonna show y'all. I'm putting together this.
Look, the CIA was funding. Look, this was before we got the civil rights bill passed. The CIA was funding Africans to come over here and educating them because they wanted more docile black people in America.
Makes sense.
And the CIA was funding them the whole time.
The CIA was funding the whole college universities to go over to Africa. When you go look at the anthropology, the first anthropology studies, which was at Columbia University, done under Franz Boas. His first students was Melville Herkovich, W.E.B. Du Bois,
Yep.
Zora Hill Hutchinson, and a few other people. They were sending these people out to Africa. Now, by the way, it's not ironic that W.E. Du Bois played into the Negro Foundation and the Niagara Foundation, which started finding these Negro burial grounds. Zora Hill Hutchinson went to the South and found Africa Town. These was all paid initiative to push a narrative. And I got the CIA debriefing papers about it. It's something called Mules and Men. W.E.B. Du Bois and Zora Hill Hutchinson was part of that. The reason she even got Africa Town is because she literally faked the story. She plagiarized it just like on some Alex Haley shit, and she ended up getting sued and lost the federal lawsuit. You can go and look it up. She got sued by the family, the Roach family, because there was a girl by the name of Emily Roach that wrote a book in the South called Historical. Hold on one second, big brother. Emily Roach wrote a book called Historical Sketches in the South. That's where she first met this guy named Cujo, all that story. Nothing about Africa, none of that shit. Zora Hill came down there and tried to talk to them. They denied her. She ended up buying the girl book, plagiarizing it, and put it out. That's how you heard about Africa Town and the Crotilda. The famous Crotilda story come from a lie fabricated by the CIA that Zora Hill Hutchinson put together herself. That's a Fendi fact. And I got all the documentation to prove it. I got a whole PowerPoint presentation right now to go on that topic. And listen, by the way, Brother John Bricks, one of my old heads, Wilmore Reed, been trying to get a hold of you for some time. I texted you that not too long ago, but he said, did you ever read his email? I got his comment on the screen as well. Brother John Bricks. John Bricks might have stepped away.
Hello. You hear me?
Okay, I hear you now. I hear you loud and clear.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep, I hear you loud and clear, gang.
Okay, now what you were saying?
Now the OG
you
see his comment on the screen.
Okay,
he's been trying to get a hold of you for some time now.
All right, bet.
Yeah, get with him. That's my OG. That's Pop Reeves. He's the oldest nigga in the chat.
All right, for sure.
Hey,
that's the elder. My bad. I didn't mean to say nigga, but that's the oldest brother in the chat. My bad. I'm still a YN. I'll be.
Let me know where I can get you this information.
My bad, OG.
Hey, Bap.
Yeah.
Bap, can you hear me? Hey, check this out, Bap.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Help me understand the different time frames, though. Because, see, when the first colonists hit from the Revolutionary War, those people, them people right there, how
the revolution? You said a Revolutionary War?
Yeah, the Revolutionary War. The people that descend from the people that fought from the Revolutionary War, was those people invaded later on as what they call in the Civil War?
No, the Civil War really wasn't even a real war. And I'm gonna say this just like that. That's my conspiracy theory. Y'all can say what y'all want to. I've been studying this shit for a long time. I've been studying treaties, wars, and declarations for a long time. That's the biggest war, the bloodiest war, the most historically recognized war in American history, and it has no treaty and no declaration. There's no original photos of death. There's no original photos of injuries. In the most brutal and gruesome and most dangerous and bloodiest war in American history, still to this day, there's no official photos. And guess what? Photos was a big thing 20 years before the war. There's no reason to not have them. We got photos of what Charleston, South Carolina looked like in 1865.
Okay, so basically it's the Civil Rebellion, right?
I think it's a court battle. It's a whole nother conversation because you really did have real wars going on. You have the Chickamauga War, like my brother John Bricks brought up. the Seminole War, the Tuscarora War, the Gullah War. This is all 1861 to 1867, 1865 type
Right,
shit.
right. So they hiding, they trying to come up with a fake story with a civil war when really it was just us fighting their ass.
The indigenous wars fighting each other, from the ones that was teaming up with the Europeans, the ones that were staying solid. They was going to war all throughout America. This is how you start getting these little Confederates. The first Confederates was like the Lookout Mountain 38 Regiment, the Mississippi such and such, the 32 Regiment. And they always had their indigenous represented tribes on there, whether it said Chickamauga, Shallon, Blackfoot, Lookout Mountain, various different things on these particular Confederate flags. And I can find literature of the Confederates going back to the 1500s amongst indigenous tribes in the Southeast.
Now,
So
look, I'm about to ask
who are
you.
these people? Okay, my bad.
I'm
Go
about
ahead,
to, hey, Bap. So I'm about to ask you a question, right? So look, so check this out.
Yes, sir.
Did other indigenous tribes enslave other indigenous tribes?
Yes.
Okay.
So now let's break this shit
question.
down. Hold on. Let's
Go ahead.
can I break this shit
I'm about to
down?
go somewhere
Now,
with
at this particular time. Okay, go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, now look. So I'm asking, so it's a known fact that indigenous tribes was enslaving other indigenous people on this land. That's a known fact, right? Do you ever hear any indigenous, the people who's supposed to be indigenous calling themselves freedmen? No.
Yes, yeah, maybe.
No.
Look, no.
Like you talking about like at that time? Talking about at that time?
No. What I'm saying is the people, I'm saying the generic Indians. That's what I'm speaking about specifically. You got me? You never hear them identifying as being freedmen. You only hear freedmen being exclusively black people. So what I'm saying is, so if the freedmen was only black people, then where them enslaved Indians, right? They would be freedmen. See what I'm saying?
That's very true. Right.
So,
no, that's very true.
So how all these enslaved Indians become African? See what I'm saying? Because they don't call themselves freedmen.
Right.
So who was these indigenous people being enslaved? Who are they today? Are they freedmen? They would be considered freedmen as well. So why they all dark skinned then? Come on.
Because they was always dark skinned. You see what I'm saying?
My point is
and that's the name of the game. Because around that same time, you got to realize there's other people here besides Negroes. You see what I'm saying?
Fact.
There's Asian people that was enslaved in colonial Mexico.
Facts.
Colonial Mexico were in North America. All you got to do is look up the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. I can pull it up right now if y'all want me to. Y'all just drop the fire emoji. Y'all really want to learn some shit. All right. So y'all can go look up the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo and go and look up the actual New Mexico, Wyoming, and I forget the other 4 states. But that was colonial Mexico. So what I'm saying is Mexican Asians were enslaved in North America, and they were being mixed, and they was, they came in all different forms, all from the Asian continent. They was island hopping under the Pacific slave trade.
So exactly. So you just proved that it was Asian slaves over here, right? It was also white tea slaves over here, right?
At the same time.
So look, so that should tell everybody who's listening that this whole slavery narrative has nothing to do with slavery.
It's talking about prison.
It's
penal
a
form.
narrative. It's a narrative. They're trying to play a narrative in your head that dark-skinned people was enslaved on this land and no one else was enslaved on this land, and slavery is exclusive to dark-skinned people. That's the narrative.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest myths in the narrative, brother John Bricks, and I'm glad that you're highlighting that narrative that exclusively and limitedly black people inherently were the slaves and iconically were the slaves. But in fact, historically, black Americans, Aboriginal indigenous people, Indians, if you want to call yourself, shout out to my Indians, they were the slave owners. We actually own white slaves. Negroes and Indians own white slaves. Now, this is according to the Virginia Assembly records, family. This is according to the Virginia Assembly records. Y'all can go and look this shit up right now. This is a Fendi fact. Matter of fact, let's pull up the source.
Hey, Bap, got a question. Got a question, Bap.
Yes, sir.
Would this have
right quick,
any?
Before you ask the question, before you ask your question, brother, my bad. Let me just read this quick source for the family.
Okay.
Right?
Yes,
and
sir.
This is from the Virginia Assembly records of 1670. White slaves were actually owned by Negroes and Indians in the South to such extent that the Virginia Assembly passed these following laws. You see what I'm saying, John Bricks? The narrative is over with. It's done. It's finito.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Bro.
Go ahead, brother. Shoot.
Okay, so look. The Virginia Assembly of Records, 1670, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so check me out. So when I be doing my genealogy, right? I'm saying it because I'm leading to ask you this question.
Go ahead. I'm walking with you.
Okay, the Virginia Assembly Records, is that part of the House of Burgesses in Virginia?
It was part of the government before the United States government. I forget the it's on the tip of my tongue, man. I'll be freestyling up here, man.
Okay, I feel you. I'm with you. I feel you.
The Articles of Confederation. That it was under the Articles of Confederation. Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay.
Having brain farts, man. I'm getting old, dude.
Hey, no problems. No problem. Just stop eating meat. But anyway, the Virginia. Okay, so look, 1670, right? When I do my genealogy, right, one of my ancestors was over there in 1670, and he had did a treaty with the queen of the Pumunky, right? And he did a treaty, a 100-year treaty, a 99-year treaty with the land. He had like it was a lot of land. I know the Baker's Rebellion broke out on that land, right?
Right.
It was one of my ancestors. And he's in the House of Burgesses right now. So you saying that those was melanated people?
Man, our people been here. We didn't come from Africa. Not everybody.
I know you, man. Hey, man, look, bro. I'm not talking
to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that may be new to this channel, family. Shout out to everybody. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe. Like I said, shout out to everybody that's tuning in because, like I said, family, we recently just hit 45,000 subs right here on this channel today. So salute to everybody that's in the building. That's a big milestone, family. 45,000 YouTube subscribers. All right.
What's up?
Shout out to y'all. But listen, man, when you read sources like this, John Bricks, that's from the Virginia Assembly records, how you feel about this when it says white slaves were actually owned by Negroes and Indians?
What you mean how I feel about it?
like how you feel about it? I just want to see how you feel about it.
Come on, man. Look, I was trying to say slavery is not exclusive to one group of people. It's not, and it never was. And that's what was crazy is that's what I was exposing when I went against Lucky. That's what I was exposing.
Right. And I want to kind of go deeper into that system because they think it was a chattel system, but it was a penal system.
This chattel
Everything.
thing.
So slavery was off the books, right? It was literally off the books until the 13th Amendment, which made it illegal on the books, right? So before that, that's the way it operated. It just wasn't on the books. The 13th Amendment is literally how it worked in the 1600s. Literally.
What you mean by off the books? What you mean by off the books?
Meaning there was no law that established that. Meaning when you go to jail in the past, you were enslaved, or they can have you in involuntary servitude. You see what I'm saying? Now, in the 13th Amendment, ratified that and made it legal on the books. See, it said slavery is abolished, except for entering into a prison or committing a crime. That's exactly how it was back then. Literally.
Exactly. And this is what people got to understand too. It wasn't no chattel. It wasn't chattel the way y'all think it's chattel. Like y'all mind so warped by the movie. See, the movies done did a number on us. Like, because y'all see these movies, y'all thinking it was going that way when it really wasn't going that way. Right? There were dark-skinned indentured servants as well. Because think about this, right? It's almost like if you had dark skin, you had to be a chattel slave, and if you had white skin, you had to be an indentured servant, right? Don't it seem like that? Like, depending on your skin, you either was a chattel slave or an indentured servant. Trust me, bro. If they
And guess
had,
what? And guess what? I want to kind of, and listen, I'm not even going to do it right now because I'm going to dispel the whole narrative about indentured servitude too, right? Because under Oliver Cromwell, indentured servitude was a trick bag for every one of them. Most indentured servants got worked to death. That's a fact. Some of them got beat. Some of them got beat to a jelly.
I showed a first-hand testimony. I'm trying to tell you, if people really paid attention with the Lucky Battle, I showed the first-hand testimony letter of a woman saying she was getting beat. She was barely getting fed. She wasn't getting paid no money, and she was literally a white woman. Literally. And she, quote unquote, supposed to have been an indentured servant. She wasn't getting paid. She was getting beat to death. All of that.
Let me read this source for you right quick out of this book real quick. Let me just read this. Now, according to the eyewitness and the Maryland court records, listen, Henry, hold on, where am I at? All right, here we go. Henry Smith beat to death an elderly white slave and raped two of his female white slaves in Virginia. John Dandy beat his white slave boy whose black and blue body was found floating in the Maryland Creek. Pope Alvey beat a white slave girl, Allison Sanford, to death in 1663. She was reported to have been beaten to a jelly. So all that you getting turned to wax and stew, that wasn't your story. White people literally got beat to jam.
And look, and what's crazy is you got to understand this, right? So understand why is the narrative we was the slaves and not them? Because you have to understand what that does psychologically to us as children.
Well, some of our people could have been in the penal system. You could have committed a crime.
Nah, but look,
that doesn't mean that you were chattel slavery.
I got you, but you got to. What I'm saying is, why is it the narrative though? See, it ain't about whether people were slaves or not.
No, that's true. Narrative. That's true. Why is that the narrative? Then they spun the narrative to say that they beat you, brought you from Africa.
Exactly, because that's that. So if you understand, our children, we grow up with that in the back of our heads, right? Because it's indoctrinated in us. So in the back of our minds, we kind of got that image of us, quote unquote, being chattel slave, this, that, and the third. And what that does is that does something psychologically to us and damage us permanently. So unless we are no longer indoctrinated, but as long as we stay indoctrinated, that's going to be in the back of our minds. And that's why we have a lot of our people have a defeated mindset when it comes to really, really freeing ourselves in liberation, because the indoctrination is what cripples us. Nothing really cripples us physically. It's the indoctrination of what we thought happened that cripples us when it comes to a lot of things. And one more thing, Bap, I want you to pull up the on Wikipedia. I want you to pull up the Africa America Institute. Pull that up.
Okay.
And I want you to read the sentence, the first sentence under the history section.
The African American.
Africa America Institute.
Oh, Africa America.
Yeah. And this ain't us either. This deals with Africans.
I'm about to pull it up on the screen.
I want y'all to see this. Like, so when you see this FBA stuff going on and all of this stuff online, bro, it's bigger things at play. And the FBA movement and the delineation movement is actually a benefit. Hey, Bat, read that the first sentence of the history part.
All right, we about to read it right now. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Hey, y'all hit that like button real quick. Are we in here cooking enough for y'all to hit that like button? Are we cooking enough for y'all to hit that like button real quick? We about to get into the rest of these fire ass sources right quick. Shout out to my brother Job Briggs for accompanying the fire bill today. Hey, if y'all feeling like y'all rocking with it, hit the Cash App. Cash App information is in the chat. Let me make this screen bigger so we can all read this together. And you said the first line, big brother?
The first paragraph.
Okay. All right. Horace Mann Bond, president of Lincoln University, and Professor William Leo Hansberry of Howard University founded Africa America Institute in 1953 to provide financial assistance and hospitality to African studies in the United States.
Africans studying in the United States. Africans studying in the United States.
African studying in the United States, excuse me. The Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, was centrally involved in the AAI's affair for nearly a decade, providing the majority of the funds spent to the Institute in the period of the mid-1950s and 1962. That's crazy. That's insane.
Literally.
Yeah, that's wild.
Africans was literally coming in this country, getting educated and funded by the CIA. And you know how they like to say the FBA is CIA? No, this is real CIA at play. At play.
That's wild. You just cooked with that one.
Come on. There's Africans in this country who are literally control opposition that was funded by the CIA. Literally in this country right now to this day.
That's a fact.
Come on.
That's a fact.
And this was around the time when they was defunding and they wasn't trying to fund the HBCU. So simultaneously, they was not funding the HBCUs over here and they was funding them to come over here.
Yeah, but and listen, just to show you some other shit, because we in here cooking, I like to piggyback off of Job Briggs because that's what we do. Let me show y'all a source just a second that, right? Columbia University, right? Columbia position, CIA organization. Listen, this is the position and CIA related organizations list. These are the organizations connected with the CIA. Look, you see what you see on here? Asian Foundation, African American Institute, and African American Society and Cultures. Look, I want you to pay attention to this. Look who the director is right here. You see that name?
Mm-hmm.
L. Gray Cohen.
Yep.
L. Gray Cohen, he's the CIA director, bro. Now look, you go right here to the Council of Foreign Relations and Columbia University's directors list. Let's go find L. Gray Cohen on this list. Boom, here his name is right here. L. Gray Cohen. L. Gray Cohen. And guess what? Guess what he the teacher of? Institute of African Studies.
Come on.
CIA funded, my nigga.
Come
CIA
on.
funded. I got a whole PowerPoint. I go in even deeper, bro. I'm not even bullshitting. John Bricks, I go in so deep on this presentation, bro.
It's serious, bruh. Literally.
I track all the way back to who got the funding, and I track all the way back to one of the Pan-Africans master teachers who went to the CIA begging for funding when they got cut off from the funding, bro. Dr. John Henry Clark went to the CIA.
So y'all see
Oh yeah,
how
guess
it
who else
went.
went to that school?
You said what?
Jabari went to them same African studies classes.
This
Leonard
is what
Jeffries
people
went to that same class.
exactly.
I go far body.
This is what people need to understand. The reason why a lot of people are Pan-Africans is because it was indoctrinated into them in these institutions. Literally. When you join I don't know if you know, but when you join a fraternity, right? You have to learn African studies. It's a part of joining a fraternity, literally. You have to be indoctrinated in the African doctrine. That's why I coined the phrase pan-Africanism does not create unity, it creates African supremacy. African supremacy. That's what they're trying to push. If you push African supremacy, then these people that come over here, they have a supreme mind. They think that they're over us. They think that they're above us. And they think that where they come from is the motherland to us. This is how the problem starts. When you Africanize Aboriginal people, think about it. Us being Aboriginal means that the planet is ours. Us being African means a section of the planet is ours. You see the difference? So everybody, every other dark-skinned person who has a culture that's not in Africa, their culture get undermined and assumed that it all stems from Africa. If you look at the Aboriginal Australians, right? What do they always say? If you look at the Negritos in Asia, what do they always say? They always say something very specific. They say they migrated from Africa over there. They always say that. They always got to Africanize only dark-skinned people. And that's a part of the play. You can't tell us we African because everybody came from Africa, because if everybody came from Africa, then everybody African.
Yeah, not everybody came from Africa. As a matter of fact, the term Africa is a term that directly strips you from your true nationality and heritage. The term Africa is a non-descendable word. It makes you a non-descendable person. Go look up what the word non-descendable means, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Non-descendable. I mean, I could kind of, put two and two together on what it means.
Yeah, it strips you away from your nationality.
Yes, sir.
They first gave it to they first did it for the first people to have that term and how their nationality stripped away. And during that term was white Dutch Africans. They was the only people to ever have the name African or Afrikaner attached to them as a legal status. The second people in the world to ever have that name attached to them is your black ass. Exactly. You're the only people on the planet that ever have it attached to them as a legal status.
Yep.
You and white people.
So y'all wonder why we can't unify. We can't unify because they pushing this African supremacy stuff. That's why we can't never unify. And it's not because we hate Africa. See, that's the narrative, Bat. The narrative is, if we denounce Africa, we hate Africa. Nah, it's not about that.
They try to make delineation a hate thing or a divisive thing. It really not.
It's not. It's not at all.
It's really not.
It's not. You got to understand that to Africanize someone is to colonize them. So y'all are all mini colonizers. You don't want to acknowledge your roots. What roots? In school they taught you that you lost your roots through the Middle Passage. So what roots are you talking about? Right? What wasn't that the narrative in school?
Yep.
We lost our roots through the Middle Passage. So they was already trying to prep you to never do history on your genealogy. They was already
Right.
trying to
Ain't no
prep you.
point to looking it up because you lost it. Ain't no point to
Exactly.
you lost it. See, that was all a theme. So what John Briggs is ultimately telling the family that's listening is that there's been a $1 trillion industry trying to Africanize the indigenous Aborigines family. It's a construct that
Yes,
has
sir.
trillions of dollars behind it.
Yes, sir.
That's why they created these institutions in the universities. That's why you can go get a PhD in Africana studies.
What when you finish school, what's the highest level degree they give you?
When you finish high school,
No. When you finish college, what's the highest level of degree they give you?
I get a master's degree
No, not a master's degree. What's higher than that?
or PhD.
Yes, sir. What they
Yeah,
call it though?
PhD,
A doctorate, right?
a doctorate. Yeah,
That's for indoctrinated.
yeah. That
That's
means
what
once
you
you go
get.
all the way through,
Exactly.
nigga, you are officially indoctrinated, nigga. You a
Indoctrinated.
doctrine now, nigga. Yeah, you a doctor. You a doctor. Yeah, matter of fact, we gonna call you a doctor to let everybody know how dumb your ass is, nigga.
Exactly. And this is why, when you get a doctorate degree, you have to do something called dissertations, right? So what these dissertations do is it shows them how indoctrinated they got you. You have to show them how indoctrinated they got you. So they want you to articulate how indoctrinated you are. And the only way you can pass is if you can articulate a way to show how
How
deeply
dumb you are.
indoctrinated you are. If you
Yep,
can't show if you show you're a free thinker, you're not going to pass. You have to show how indoctrinated you are to get this doctorate.
that's a fact.
And they're
That's a
going to
fact.
prime you. So if you fail and you want to take it again so you can pass, they're going to give you these guidelines to make sure you know that you're indoctrinated before. And once you understand how to be indoctrinated, then you're going to pass. This is why the more educated you get, the more dumber you get. Because you got to think about this, right? If I got a PhD, and that means I trust whoever taught me, I trust everything they taught me, right? And an average person can't tell me nothing because I got a PhD. So now you become unteachable when you got a
Yeah,
PhD
yeah.
because you think you know everything, but you only know what you was indoctrinated to know, though.
Right. Like for instance, look at Dr. Umar Johnson.
Exactly.
He went all the way to the end and got a doctrinated. That's how he got the name doctor.
Exactly. And this is why, and this is why you got to watch him because he knows we indigenous to the land. He know you. You
Yes.
know that,
Like
right?
I don't never speak on this, but I actually know his family personally. Like personally know his family. I've seen Umar Johnson at funerals before in
Mm,
Philly.
okay.
Like literally. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
his family ain't on none of that shit. They said he came back from college talking that dumb ass shit.
exactly.
And
And
listen, his real name is Jermaine and his last name ain't Johnson. It's Shoemake.
exactly. Exactly.
Jermaine Shoemake. Everybody know that.
Exactly.
Well, everybody don't know that, but I know the nigga.
Exactly. And see, when he say is he'll tell you, he'll be like, yeah, it was dark skinned people here before everybody.
And when I lived in Delaware, his school was literally on the next block over from where my homie stayed.
That's crazy.
So,
That's crazy. That school that never opened.
Well, yeah, still ain't open today.
Yeah, man. You see
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact.
So that's why I said he's an agent provocateur for sure.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely an agent provocateur.
For
He's
sure.
an agent provocateur.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And he knows better. That's the thing. See, one thing not to know better. He know better now. He know we indigenous now. But that's what you seen the Dafa thing he was trying to start.
Dafa is crazy.
You seen that?
Yeah, that shit is insane. I did a whole build on that shit, man. That shit is he need to go sit his ass down somewhere.
You see, he trying to lean back, but he still had to keep the African in it.
He hate America so much, bro, but he love it though. You see what I'm saying? He trying to ride the energy off of Umar Johnson is a sick guy. I will smoke his game in any debate. I will smoke his game, bro.
Oh yeah. He don't want to debate. He ain't trying to debate.
None of these niggas want to debate. That's a career ender debating a nigga like me. I just went on my little shit going viral the other day where I went on these niggas' platform and they was talking against the FBA shit. Cooked their ass real quick. I put up some little 30
to talk to you
clips.
about that.
Yo, you seen them shits going around?
Yo, I wanted to talk to you about that, bro. Yo.
That was just off of freestyle too, bro. That was easy
first
work.
And foremost, who is them dudes? Who are them?
Some West Coast guys that been going viral. They got a platform. They be on No Jumper, but they be trying to get into this conversation and shit. And I don't know what made them do that. Because I was on their platform, went viral like a few months ago, smacking up on a Hispanic dude on that topic. You feel me? Okay. So, but I seen them going against the grain, so I had to go give their ass the smacking. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
I rock with them dudes, but I don't play that game when you disrespecting the lineage, bro. I don't give a fuck who you is.
Come on, I seen them say something about Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's what draw me into the live. I was like, now they just saying shit at this point. Now they've been antagonists, so now I'm about to give them that work. So when I seen that, that's when I said, yeah, I'm gonna give them that work.
Yeah, I seen you. Yeah, I seen you. And what you notice with them is they have very poor comprehension skills. That's what I was noticing when you was having a conversation with them.
Comprehension. Very poor.
Super poor comprehension.
That's why I kept saying, are y'all slow?
Yeah, nah, real talk. Real talk.
Like, are y'all slow for real, bro? Like, you serious?
Like, they not comprehending at all, bro. They not comprehending what, like, and then you see all the videos of them disrespecting us. You see all the Africans disrespecting us online. I know they see that. They never speak on it,
so
though.
why you even playing them games? Like, y'all being tether sympathizers. So a tether sympathizer gonna get their work. And I think them niggas might got immigrant background or either laid up with an immigrant bitch. That's one of the two.
Oh, it's something there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, trust me. It's something
listen,
there.
my tether and I'm the chief of the tether task force. You feel what I'm like? Literally, I'm the chief of the tether task force. I know a tether when I see a tether, man. Sympathizer.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to all my tether task force members in the building too, man. Y'all know the vibes.
Oh yeah, I seen them. They talking. They like, yeah. So is it about hating Africa and we gotta come to, like, bro, what's up with all this fake unity stuff, bro? The only way we gonna come to, I'm not against unity. I'm against us unifying, but we gonna have to unify as pan-Aboriginals, though. See what I'm saying? That's the only way we gonna unify.
I only want to unify. I'm delineating for the rest of my days.
Look, what I'm saying is, if we gonna let me tell you why it's okay to unify under those circumstances, right? Even though, yeah, you entitled to that, but the only way we gonna unify, the only way, you know how they want us to unify, right? The only way we gonna properly unify is if they put respect on us first.
That's the fact. And listen, to be honest, I don't want to unify with nobody that ain't willing to fight. And they not willing to fight because they ran from their homeland. So in order for me to even want to work with you, y'all gonna all have to leave to go show me that y'all really down to fight. Go fight in your own homeland. Because we can do bad by my goddamn self.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand what I'm saying? And we do good, to be quite frank. And so when I ask any anybody about this question. What do any immigrant bring to the table that our people benefit off of socially, politically, or economically? There's nothing that they bring to the table. We
I
don't meet
seen
them
them
around.
say, look, I seen them say, and we could, we could demolish this easy. They say, yo, we need to unify because Africa got all the resources and blah, 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 blah. Bro, if Africa got all the resources, then why they coming over here sending resources over there then?
Okay, yeah, they got
Facts.
resources like they got cobalt and all these minerals, but they don't own them. That's the land of Africa. And white people are and other foreigners are going to them places, pillaging them and starting gold mines. All the nice cities in Africa, none of them are built and created by Africans. All the good
Facts.
places, none of them are built by Africans. None of them. You
Come
understand me?
on.
They don't own a gold mine, a diamond mine, a cobalt mine, nothing. And guess what? They're 90% of the population.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm not
So,
teaming up with no nigga like that
yeah,
that can't even fight and they getting beat up by a little bitty ass crowd of people.
come on now.
They got
Come on.
Chinese people whooping their ass, building highways. They got the Dutch beating their ass, building highways. They got motherfuckers from Suriname, all kind of motherfuckers like Yemen. Man, I'm not teaming up with no people like that, man. I'm teaming up with our people. But listen, I'm willing to team up, but they just got to show me they willing to fight and work. But they
Yeah.
can't. They can't do it here. They can't do it off the backs of Black Americans.
Oh
Because
yeah,
that
nah,
ain't.
because that's not because look, like I said in my my new song I just dropped. Oh yeah, go check that out by the way. CIA
Oh
Job
yeah,
Brick.
shout it out. Go ahead, plug that
Uh
bitch.
oh yeah, CIA. I just dropped the new joint. You know, it's been a while, it's been a minute since I've been on the music tip. So I just dropped my song CIA or whatever. Job Brick CIA.
You
Go
know you
tap
were
into
supposed to
that.
send me the exclusive so we can drop that bitch and get it in the algorithm. Come
I thought
on
I
now,
sent
man.
it to you.
Nah, you gotta email that to me, gang. That bitch would
I
have
thought I
been.
sent I got you though. I'm gonna send it to you. I thought I sent it to you, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
we got the goat up here with us too, man. Supreme Chief Holiday in the
Oh,
building with us,
Chief
man.
Holiday, what
What's
up,
the good
dog?
old big deal with my brother Chief Holiday?
What's good with it? AP, Ja, y'all cooking, man. I had to come in, man. Y'all was cooking. I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out
Yeah,
to y'all,
bro.
man. Y'all was cooking. Man, I definitely gotta hear that. Can we get an exclusive right now, Ja?
Yeah,
Can
play.
we hear
Yeah,
these
yeah.
joints right
How
now,
could I?
AP? You know what
Email
I'm
me,
saying?
email me.
As y'all know, this is when we
Aboriginal
talking about the
Power
CIA.
58, Aboriginal Power 58 at gmail.com.
You already know, Ja. Send
Aboriginal
it to
Power. You said
send it to
58?
your Sahab.
Yep, Aboriginal Power 58.
I bet.
Hey man, peace to the tribe though, man. Shout out to everybody listening in, man. But like I said, y'all cooking, man. I just want to Flavor Flav. You know what I'm saying? Hype, man. Y'all doing y'all shit. Um,
Man, we
but
just
when you
freestyling, man. This a freestyle Friday, man. We ain't right there. This off the head. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? You
man,
know how this easy work, man. This easy work. I want to see, but my main topic is to get on some of these Indian niggas' ass. I see they've been quiet, weaseling around. They don't want to hop on the panel. It's cool. I wouldn't want to hop on neither. I wouldn't. Be honest.
yeah, I wouldn't hop on here either if I was them. But
But if
I
you
mean, I don't
really a
know
real
what's been
Indian,
going
if
on.
you really a real
Niggas still
Indian,
confused.
you a, if you a real Indian, you'll come up here and be like, "Fuck that nigga, I'm a real Indian. Nigga, I'm gonna come talk about this shit." But these niggas is little Indians that could. let me just label them the little Indians that could.
Man, I don't even know why people still confused at this point, man. That's little shit. I'm definitely not wasting no time on no nigga that don't know the
Oh yeah,
difference or don't understand what the movement is right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, we
yeah.
got
If you don't
shit to do.
understand, you
We
gotta
don't
get
got
out
time
of the
for
way,
none
man.
of that. Yeah. That's the
Yeah, you
kiddie
gotta get out
table.
of the way.
But yeah,
Let
but
me know when you sent it to me, big brother. Job Brick. Let me know when you sent that. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, I want separations for the nations, delineations for the nation, and that's on the road to reparations. That's the designation. You understand what I'm saying? Restitution and all that. You understand me? Cut the check. Y'all know the vibes. We standing on lineage American business, man. We the first Americans. That's something alone that y'all should walk around with confidence of Brock Lesnar. You feel
I
what I'm saying? When you know
sent
that
right.
it,
you the
bro.
first American, Nigga, you should feel like Kimbo Slice in 2002.
Right.
Yo, I sent it back. Let me know if you got
Okay,
it.
I'm about to look now. Hold on 2 seconds.
Yeah, man.
Give me 2 seconds. All right, let's play this thing.
I'm about to mute.
Let's play this thing. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We about to get right into this Job Bricks hit. Y'all hit that like button, thumb up the video.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turret just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Let's get it. Yeah. Uh-huh. They killed Malcolm X, they killed Martin Luther, they killed Emmett Till, lied on by his accuser. They dropped freaks of guns, Chicago, Illinois, then pushed Chief Keef to influence little boys. They say it's just music, but nah, it's much deeper. They brainwash our kids by what's coming through their speakers. They push Sexy Red, baby mama drama. They glorify her actions, but they ignore her trauma. CIA, FBI, 3-letter orgs. Seek and destroy, left us weak and ignore. Snap the umbilical, watch the blood leak from the cord. Then they push rounds of shots to our babies, we at war. I asked my mom, cause Jesus really save us. We send our kids to the same people that enslave us. Power is convert, whole system racist. They said we came off boats so the Asians could replace us. That's too deep for niggas. Listen up, I'm trying to teach these niggas. Gun on my waist because these crackers wanna bleed a nigga. But really, I'm just trying to reach my niggas. But before I reach my niggas, I might have to reach for niggas. Sad case when you see your brother as your enemy. Christmas time in the projects, ain't had no chimney. Guards on the window, Santa can't arrive. Saying guards that couldn't keep Zahir alive. This was back in 05 when I was in the spas. Seen a kid laying lifeless, he was only 5. Looked over, seen the pain in his brother's eyes. I had nightmares for months, I was traumatized. CIA, FBI, 3-letter orgs. Seek and destroy, left us weak and ignore. Snap the umbilical, watch the blood leak from the cord. Then they push rounds of shots to our babies, we at war. They killed Fred Hampton, they killed Bobby Hutton. They killed Trayvon Martin, he ain't do nothing. They bombed Greenwood, and that was on site. Latino games, even winning bomb Braun hike. They say black and brown, but they don't really mean it. They only unify with us when it's real convenient. We always take the bait. Where's the self-respect? It's crazy everybody benefit from our neglect. You land an opportunity, I land of our oppression. They passed the Cellar Act just to teach blacks a lesson. Right after the civil rights, one hell of a timing. The bill would flood immigrants just to undermine us. But that's too deep for niggas. Hold up, I'm trying to teach these niggas. Gun on my waist because these crackers wanna bleed a nigga. But really, I'm just trying to reach my niggas. But before I reach my niggas, I might have to reach for niggas.
That shit hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit fire.
Good luck.
Thing I see they going crazy in the chat. Yeah, bro,
All
for
right.
sure. With it. Y'all know who made that song, man. That's Job Bricks, man. The one and only, man. Shout out to Job Bricks, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all go follow him on all platforms, man. All platforms.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's that CIA John. Go stream that. You heard? It's on it's on everything. Spotify, all
I
that.
know Job Bricks. He the one that made that song I be playing that y'all can't find nowhere.
Yeah, facts. I gotta drop that. I gotta drop that, John.
Yeah, you definitely do though, for sure. You and Trey Ali got
Trey, yeah, damn, I gotta reach out. When the last time you spoke to Trey?
Man, I ain't talked to Trey probably like 3-4 years, man. Shit.
Hey, what Trey? What my boy Trey?
Hey man, I talked to him, man, maybe like a few weeks ago.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he good.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back on the music tip now, though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
Okay. Shit, I would have jumped on that motherfucking beat though. That's hard.
let me tap in. I'm gonna be y'all way soon though too. So
all right, for sure. Yeah,
couple
I got another joint in the
y'all know.
cut too. We gonna do that exclusive. Bap, you heard?
Okay, shit, let me
It's
know,
called.
man.
It's
I'm gonna be in the A probably at the end of this month. So shit, if you trying to do some videos or some
oh yeah,
content, let me know. Cause I'm coming down there to shoot the podcast on the Three Billy podcast that's coming through for my second interview
oh yeah,
over
yeah.
there
Let
in
me pull
Florida.
up with you. Let me pull up with you. Yeah,
I got
let
you
me
on my
know.
mama. I got you on my
Yeah,
mama. Matter
and
of
you know
fact, we can
I
sit
got the
there and have
mic
a
too.
back and forth, bro. We can go. Listen, I got you, bro. I'm gonna throw you the alley oop. Don't even trip.
Yes, sir. Yo, you know I got a mic. You know, like the mic that they be holding upside down.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one of those, so I
Oh,
can shoot whenever.
we can do talking about on the block type shit.
Yeah. I got that mic and everything. I got the stand and everything. So, you know what I'm saying, we could do content on demand for real.
Man,
Yeah,
that's what's up. I'm gonna have to give me a
I got a
16 and
yo.
drop the
I got
mic.
a joint called F the Streets.
I
Yo,
might
what?
yeah.
Yo, watch when y'all hear that. Oh my god, boy. I
Hey
wild
man,
on
my
that.
email is in the private chat, brother.
I bet that. Yeah, I wild on that, man.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, we in the lab though, man. Shit's crazy right now, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy.
Nah, we
I'm
coming
hollering.
down there. We're gonna shoot some content. I got some
Shit's
other
crazy.
ideas too. I'm gonna
Shout out
shoot
to the
with you.
tribe though, man. Peace to
Got
everybody.
some ideas
Huh?
for you in the A because it's getting warm outside. I got some
Yeah.
other ideas I want to kind of pitch to you while I'm down there for the weekend. We can shoot
Yeah.
some other content too, though, bro. Like
Oh yeah, for
I got
sure.
some ideas, bro. I got some shit, bro. Don't even trip. We're gonna
Yeah.
make a movie down there. Don't even work. Don't even
Hell
trip.
yeah. Hell
Well, I'll
yeah,
make that
man.
little trip worth it, man.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
That's
man,
fine.
nah, man. Hey, listen, the link is in the chat for anybody want to come on and come build with the squad, man. It's only real gangsters up here, man. You already know the vibes, man. Hey, man. Hey, I know it's free smoke, and I feel like this. You know what I mean? I feel like sparring. You know what I mean? That's all. You know what I mean? Come talk
Nah,
to
they
me.
definitely gonna come up here. Hey, but
Nah,
AP. Also,
nah,
man, April
the
10th
real
through the
ones to
12th,
pop out.
man. If y'all,
The real ones to pop out. The weasels won't. You feel what I'm saying? We got another real nigga up here with us, man. Mr. TKO. Man, Mr. OTK in the building, man. You see that's his pseudonym. But shout out to Mr. Open to Knowledge in the building, man. Shout out to Open to Knowledge. Make sure y'all go follow him on all platforms, man.
Shout out to the Kim folks, man.
OTK,
Goddamn
what it do?
cousin Vapperton.
That's all.
Goddamn big brother Supreme Chief. Goddamn cousin Ja. Who keep us with the fire music. You know what I mean? Man, what's up with y'all good brothers, man?
Man, we just up here freestyling Friday. You feel me? Freestyle Friday, free smoke, open panel, all topics welcome,
Word,
all debates is accepted. You understand me?
word. I got a problem with you though, Bat, but I hash that out with you a little
You
later.
know,
But let me ask
you
y'all
know,
brothers a question, man.
don't like
Since
me
y'all
talking about these
OGs.
Indians.
Yeah, since y'all OG, you already know that. Since y'all OGs, let me ask y'all, do y'all think we in a better place now than 10 or 5 years ago when y'all boys first kicked the door in? Let me ask y'all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, man, just to see the information where it is now, to see people doing what they're doing now, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. When I first came in, it was literally maybe two handful of people's literally that was doing some shit on the internet when I first came through. You know what I'm saying? And there was any significance. You feel me? But now it's so many of us, and the narrative is being changed. The grassroots voices is being amplified, and we just got to stand on lineage business and get into your lineage. You feel me? That's all it's about. It's lineage business. Fuck all that. It's lineage business, man. I understand you're American. Say them ancestors' names that you find in them genealogies. Them names that you see them in the fourth, fifth, third great grandmama. Say them names. They ain't been said in a long time. You got spiritual energy and protection connected to that. You just got to unlock it, fam. It's beautiful shit to me. Chief, how you feel
Damn,
about
that's what's up, Bat. Hey, Supreme Chief, what you think about that, man? I want to hear all y'all because y'all some kick doors to me. That's why I always give shots out to y'all, bro. Y'all kick door that made it possible for a brother like OTK to come on here. You know what I mean? Even though I had to go through some things, I ain't go through half of what y'all went through. Being the first to do this, and you know what I mean, to be out here. So I just want to give y'all flowers while y'all here. You feel me? So,
it?
Supreme
Yes,
Chief,
sir.
what you think about that, bro?
Man, Chief over there eating boogers. Let's ask Job Briggs.
Yo, it's lit. We in a way better spot, bro. You don't understand. A lot of people don't understand the type of backlash you would have got for this type of information when it first popped off, bro. It's crazy. Now it's easily acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like before, like when we used to talk this information, like a lot of people would be very rejected towards because it was almost like a it's still kind of like that now, but it's because of the delineation movement, it's people delineating now. Like it's just lit. Like it's a
Yeah,
lit
like
time to be
when you
alive.
see people arguing against us, literally challenging us, nigga, you not African, you not indigenous, you not Indian, to popping up 5 years later, like, hey, I'm Cherokee,
I
I
swear
found
to God.
Chickasaw and all this bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my
Yeah.
nigga Rob Bourne. Shout out to Rob Bourne. You was a good. I always knew you was a good guy. And so
Shout out to Sonetta too. Shout out to Sonetta too.
Hold on, what you
Shout out
mean,
to
rub on? What
Sonetta
happened with
too.
rub on? What happened with rub on?
Rob Bourne popped
All
up
them boys
on
got
the channel
American
not too long
Indian
ago. He was
lineage.
like, man, I'm Cherokee, and I found but he was like, I've been Fountainaric, the whatever little tribe he said, and he was like, I'm also Cherokee too. You know what I mean? So he was just embracing it. I was like, man,
Oh shit, that's
so times has changed.
yo,
I was like,
that's
you ain't Pan
Yeah,
African? He was like, hell no, I ain't no Pan African. I was like,
word.
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And on some real
Facts.
shit, I call my big brother Chief Holiday. I say, yo, bro, you think these niggas for real about what they saying now? Or
I mean,
are
do
they
you see
just
him
doing it?
online? Do you see Rob Bourne online arguing all the time?
Nah, but damn, I ain't know
No.
that.
Hold on.
Yeah, a
So
lot of them
I gotta
boys,
say
bro.
something. I
Go
gotta
ahead,
say
Chief.
something. Peace to you, OTK. I didn't hear your question either, though, so I want to answer your question. But I gotta say this though, right? These dudes always knew. We've had
Facts.
these conversations 13 years. Like they always
Facts.
knew, y'all.
Chief,
Facts.
It was
you took the
this
words right out
thing.
my mouth, bro. They always knew. But what happened
They
is
always knew.
we
Just
gave
like
them the
John Clark
confidence.
always knew. AP,
Listen, we
like
gave these
John Henry
niggas the
Clark always
confidence
knew.
to be able to want to accept this shit. We made this shit cool, nigga. We made this shit cool, nigga. You
Facts,
Hey
understand?
man, we the littest niggas on the planet, boy. We Americans. How about that?
facts.
Yeah, big
Ain't
facts.
nobody
Big
lit.
facts.
And knowing who you are puts us ahead of everything. And we got a lot of work to do, y'all. Like we have been invaded over 100 years ago. And
Facts.
getting back to that, you know what I'm saying? Like we can.
Hello?
Chief just went
Damn,
all the
did
way out.
Preem just go out?
Yeah,
Hello?
he went out.
Oh.
He'll be back. He'll be back in a minute. Shit, he probably moving around, sticking and moving.
Yeah,
But
hey,
shit, man.
Bat. And the reason why I asked that question, Bat, because I'm an Indian missionary.
Facts.
I'm going around trying to convert people to their original genealogy, bro. Fuck
Nah,
it. That's
facts.
me. You know what
Real
I
All
mean?
talk.
right, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. So now you about to be the first nigga the second nigga I'm sparring with today. So are you an Indian by genealogy?
From what they name us, yes.
So you got
From what
Indian
they
on your
classified
genealogy?
as, from what they classified us as, American or Indian, the construct that they put on us, yes.
No. I'm asking about Indian, not American. I know you're American, nigga. I can show you your
Yeah.
own goddamn records. It's
Indian
American.
was also thrown upon us too, bro.
No, I'm talking about your genealogy, my nigga.
Yeah. My
No, the hell you
genealogy,
ain't. You ain't
yeah.
got no proof of no damn Indians on your genealogy, my nigga. Don't lie.
Hey, Bat, you know what? If the internet wasn't so crazy where you got people doxing you and stuff like that, bro, I would have showed you. But the way that these brothers can take
Man,
one name and do a tree on you.
Can't nobody dox your fifth time great grandmama that's looking down at from the heavens right now protecting you. Can't nobody dox her.
Huh? That's what they did already, bro. I gave them one name, and that's my song right there, man. The tribe, little nigga. Yeah. I'm talking about. Hey, but nah, I can, bro. I can prove that my people's them always been here, and we got reclassified. You hear me back?
Your peoples wasn't no damn reclassified in South Carolina, nigga. What law reclassified them in South Carolina?
It wasn't necessarily a law, but it was the census takers who started the reclassification. Because the military, they didn't do race; they did complexion in the South. So now, once they start lumping everybody into a complexion, that leads them on farther down the road to now start classifying these people as this and that. And we also can see in North Carolina, and what happens in North Carolina is trickling down on the South Carolina. We can see that people who they call a Negro in some areas are Portuguese and Spanish. So the Negro don't necessarily mean an African. A Negro can also mean a Spanish or a Portuguese, depending on where you at and depending on what time frame you're dealing with.
Show me where in some literature where it says that. Come on, man. I'm challenging everything tonight. Come on, man.
My bad, but then I get a phone call just now. What you have to say, Cuzzo?
I said, hell no. You can't show no literature that said that Negro means.
Shit, if Jabari wrote it, I'm sure he could. The fuck
you say I can't show it?
Yo,
so
man,
I'm on my phone, but if I give you the link to pull it up, would you pull it up?
Yes, sir. Put it in the chat.
I will type this in, man. And when you go to it, it's encrypted. So they're gonna ask you some questions. From Mulatto arose from, hold on, what was the title of that shit? I had it in my presentation, man. It was about the mulatto arose from the concrete.
Oh shit. Maya Angelou wrote it.
No, Maya Angelou didn't write that. No, this actually got court cases. It's actually a Senate hearing where they're talking to a judge, and the judge is describing these people. You know what I mean? So we got shit to back this up. This is from the Senate committee.
Man, I'm about to beat up all this shit tonight.
Nah, you can't beat up that, bro. These are court documents. A lot of this shit that's on this shit got court documents where people was getting misclassified from Indian to mulatto to Negro, and it just shows how they don't know the difference. It is whoever is doing the classification. And sometimes you got the enslaver with the indentured servitude, which we will call enslaver, but they had people up underneath indentured servitude. And after they finished their indentured servitude, they changed their classification to try to keep them underneath servitude.
You gotta show me, fam.
You got it? Did you find it? Did it pull up? If not, I'll get the correct shit that you need.
You gotta send it to me in the private chat.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me go into my PowerPoint and let me get it, and then I'll be right back. My fault.
Yeah, nah. We're gonna beat that little Indian shit up tonight. Y'all gonna have to fight tonight. Now I'm willing to be corrected now. So it ain't hard, but y'all gonna have to fight. Yeah, yeah, you gotta show me, fam. I'm smoking everybody, gang. I know now that OTK my nigga, so I'm gonna kind of take it not too hard, but I go hard body. I'm not nice, but that's cause of you feel what I'm saying at the end of the day. But I want plenty of Indians up here. I want all the little Indians that could not. You feel what I'm saying? Copper Draco, I see you in the building, fam. What's the word? What's the good old big deal with the peoples, man? I need you to go stop at that Marathon Burger and send your boy through one in the mail right quick. Overnight it. I need that. I need a double Marathon Burger. And I know you down the street. You see what I'm saying? I know where you at. You down the street. I need a double Marathon Burger on me. Jalapenos, onions, cheese. That's it. But nah, man. It's free smoke, man. Don't be scared of the Baptist. Y'all can come beat me up on my information. Come try. Come try. Y'all know I got sources just on standby. Like they just like I keep blicks out. Like they just sitting around. Like don't come up here and get smoked. That's all I'm saying. This is the Free Smoke Friday, still sharp and steel. Still sharp and steel. Y'all my brothers and sisters, but we gonna get it in. Shout out to everybody listening in on Twitter too. Y'all can come get that smoke too. Twitter, I know y'all be active. Y'all can come get this smoke too. It's free smoke for all y'all. I'm standing on all my scholarship and all my sources, everything that I make claim of. I'm here. So let's get the smoke. Everybody want a challenge? Let's get it. Don't be scared. Come say it with your chest. If you're a real Indian, be a real Indian. If not, your ancestors are gonna roll over in their grave if you don't come up here and represent. Nigga, you don't really believe what grandma said, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So don't get scared. That's all I'm saying. Do not get scared. Shit, where y'all bricks and motherfucking Chief Holiday go? They went to go eat buggers and shit. Oh, they went to go get. Yeah, man. Y'all can hit the link. Don't get scared, man. Do not get scared. Got my boy LTK back up in the building. Okay, I'm gonna check yours out. You know what? I'm gonna do a whole build on that. So don't even trip. I'm gonna do a whole build on that, Jackie Brown. Don't even trip.
Cuzzo, mic check. You can hear me, Cuzzo?
Yep.
Alright. So look this up.
You just
And
went out
then
now.
put a rose is a cactus.
I couldn't hear you cutting
And it
out. I
should
wish
come up.
you could copy the link and put it in.
Oh shit.
Nigga, that's why
Hold
you
up.
jumped off
Hold
to
up.
go get the link, fool.
I wanted you to pull a bitch up yourself, my bad.
I am. I want you to copy the link, what you looking at, and where your source come from. Come back
I'm
on.
about to
Put it in
send
the
it.
private
You want me to
chat.
send it to your email?
You can do that or put it in the private chat. You can just put it in the private chat. You can go to the link on your phone, copy it, copy the URL, whatever. Come back on the panel, drop it that bitch in the private chat. We'll put it right up. You must be over there smoking them motherfucking Swissers. That nigga over there
I'm a
smoking a
green
gang
swisher nigga. I'm a green swisher nigga, man. Hold up. Bat, how you say I do that shit now?
Oh man, I forgot this is an old nigga too, man. I'll be forgetting. Y'all be thinking you 22 sometimes. OTK, you be running around like a young nigga sometimes. Seem like only thing left is genealogy that mean Romans and language Latin.
Oh shit.
Root words, you are the slowest dude I know. Stay in the chat and stay away. We don't like you, root words. We don't like you, nigga. Just because we was on team kicking Indians' ass the other day, nigga, I don't like you, nigga. We beefing right now, my nigga.
He only kick Indian ass when I ain't around.
Man, this nigga is a ducker. He's a debate runner.
Yeah, he did run from that.
I don't talk to
but
chickens.
I ain't saying that.
I don't talk to chickens, my nigga. I don't talk to chickens. You ran from OTK in your last debate, my nigga. Or unless y'all playing that. I don't know. I'm still up for debate. I gotta say my
Hold up.
Because he said y'all playing that. He said y'all playing that. He said that.
We playing what? Back. What did we plan?
Debate together. That's what he said. Root
no,
Word said.
What did we plan? What? Tell Root Words come up here right now, then.
Nah, nigga, I ain't sticking to shit, Root Words. But bring your ass up here.
That shit got this was hot as fuck out here, bro.
Yeah. Hey, back, my bag, man. I don't know how to send that shit to you, bro. I don't even remember your email. Listen, it's easy though. It's an easy Google search. All you gotta look up Indians to mulatto, and then a rose from a cactus. And it's gonna bring up the South Carolina way. And when you click on that, it should bring up like court cases and documents and stuff like that. Not only court cases, but petitions and also all of that. All right. Peace. You can do that for me, Cuzzo? So I can show you. So I can show you that. So I can show you that Portuguese and Spanish people was being called Negro in North Carolina in the 1700s.
I'm waiting on you to drop the link for me.
I just asked you to look it up for me.
You can put it in the live chat and I can pull it up from there.
I just gave you the title. It's called Indians to Mulatto, a rose to a cactus. A rose is a cactus. That's all you got to look up. And when you look up that, it'll be up underneath the South Carolina.
I'm going to tell you why I don't like doing that. Because people, I don't like doing that. I like getting the one that you looking at on your phone.
Yeah. That is the same one, bro. I'm going to make sure you got the same one.
I want to click the link. I don't want no confusions.
It ain't going to be no confusion, back. Come on, man. This your cousin.
All right. What's the name of it then? I'll type it in.
It's called Indians to Mulattoes. A rose is a cactus.
Oh, man. All these motherfucking words, man. Mulatto to what? To a cactus?
No, a rose is a cactus.
Mulattoes arose.
Yeah, Indians to mulattoes arose as a cactus. Yep, that's all you got to type in. And when you type in that, it's going to pull up all these different things. Type on the South Carolina one, the one say SCI, and that'll give you like the court documents, the petitions, and all of that.
Now, what is this source supposed to be saying before I pull it up? While I'm looking for it, what is it going to be saying?
It's going to show you that at some point that Negroes was also Portuguese and Spanish people was also mixed people of Portuguese and Spanish ancestry was also called Negroes in North Carolina.
All right, let's pull this shit up.
Yep.
Let's pull this shit up. So it says, now this is a rose by any other name is a cactus, defining mixed blood Indian in colonial Virginia and in the Carolinas.
Yes. So scroll on down.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, scroll on down. No, I'm looking at it myself.
Let me get this up. Yeah.
So everybody know about Robin. Robin is included in this section. Everybody know about Robin, who is an Indian.
What section do you want me to go to?
That was.
It's a lot to read. So what part do you want me to go to? It's a lot to read. What part do you want me to go to in particular?
I want you to go to go scroll on down to Westmoreland County. No, scroll down to Westmore County, Virginia, to where you see William Shavers.
Westmore County. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I see it.
All right. So now, if you scroll down to 1871, you will see the North Carolina Joint Senate and the House Committee interview with the judge, with Robeson County judge.
All right, let's read it. So Westmoreland County, Virginia, 29th January 1700s. James Logan, an Indian mulatto, bound to Henry Wharton until the age of 21 by the court, used the term mulatto here to describe an Indian half-blood, coastal North Carolinas. All right, in 1761, the Reverend Alex Stewart baptized 7 Indians and mixed blood children of the Atamusket and the Herreras and the Roanoke tribes. And 2 years later, he baptized 21 more, Swanton, North Carolina. In 1857, William Shavers, aka Chavez, was arrested and charged as a free person of color, carrying a shotgun in a violation of North Carolina state law. He was convicted and promptly appealed, claiming that his law restricted free Negroes, not persons of color. Okay, it appeals in the court, and the lower court finds the free persons of color may be, then for all we can see, the persons of color by Indian blood or persons described from Negro ancestry beyond the 4th degree. Okay. It says desire of legal systems to lump all non-whites into one category exists in the 1800s. So in 1871, the North Carolina Joint Senate and the House Committee interviewed Robeson County Judge Giles Leach, right, about the free persons of color residing in his county. Senate, half of the colored population. Senate, half of the colored population, question mark. Now, this is the whole court transcript according to them. So it says the Senate said half of colored population, question mark. Leach said, yes, sir. Half of the colored population of Robeson County were never slaves at all. Senate said, what are they? Are they Negroes? Question mark. He said, well, sir, I desire to tell you the truth as near as I can, but I do not know what they are. I think that they are mixtures of Spanish, Portuguese, and Indians. So the Senate said, you think that they are mixed Negroes and Indians? Question mark. Leach said, I do not think that in that class of population there is much Negro blood. I don't think that there are much Negro blood at all. Of that half of the colored population that I have attempted to describe, all have always been free. They are called mulattoes. That is the name they have all. I mean that is the name that are known that they are known by as my bad, these words are small. As Senate, as contradicting distinguished from Negroes, I think that they are of Indian origin. The Senate said, I understand you to say that these 700 to 800 persons that you designated as mulattoes are not Negro, but are a mixture of Portuguese and Spaniards and white blood and Indian blood. You think they are not generally Negroes? Question mark. Leach said, I do not think the Negro blood predominates. Senator says the word mulatto means a cross between white and Negroes. And Leach said, yes, sir. The Senate said, you do not mean the word to be understood in that sense when applied to these people? Leach says, I really do not know how to describe those people. Is that what you was talking about? OTK? Is OTK still up here? Yeah.
Yeah. Read the bottom of the insert. With it giving you a description of what's going on.
That was the full transcript
Persons
right
are
there.
confused. Mm-hmm. No, it's a little bottom parentheses right at the bottom, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying what I was
And it
just reading was
explains
the
what's going
actual.
on.
Yeah, I'm saying what I was reading was the actual court proceedings between the judge, Giles, and Leach. That was their back and forth, actual court transcript. But this is right here in parentheses. It say even persons not considered to bear Negro ancestry could be called mulattoes as late as the 18th century. The term Portuguese used here to infer Spanish and Indian ancestry. Portuguese also used by persons of North Carolina origin residing in South Carolina, Tennessee, etc., to describe mixed Indian white persons from North Carolina VA border area during the same period. What part do you want me to read in particular, Salah?
No. So when you read this, you're seeing that they don't know who these people is. They're mistaking them for Spanish or Portuguese, or they're saying
I
they
know, I
have
just read that,
Portuguese
but
or
I thought you
Spanish
were showing me that the
ancestry.
term. I thought you were showing me that the terms Portuguese mean Negroes, and that Negroes were called was referring to Portuguese people in the Carolinas.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what it's saying at the beginning.
It didn't say that though. It didn't.
It did say that. He's saying
What?
he's saying that you're not saying that they're not mixed with Spanish or Portuguese blood.
Say what?
It said that, are you saying that they're not mixed with Spanish and Portuguese blood?
Yeah, but Portuguese doesn't mean Negro. Spanish doesn't mean Negro. They're calling these people mulattoes. That's the confusion. Not Negroes.
Look at no, the mulatto is the mixture. That's the outcome. The mulatto is the mixture, bro.
What line is they referring to the Portuguese as Negroes? Let's go back to this again. Where? Right here at the full thing. It's the full shit.
He said that half of the colored population of Robeson County were never slaves at all. And
yeah, but it's talking about free. It's talking about.
Hold on. He said, well, sir, I desire to tell you the truth as near as I can see. but I don't know what they are. What they are, I think that they are a mixture of Spanish and Portuguese and Indian. So now, for the Senate to be classifying and asking them, what you're saying they're not Negroes? He's
I
saying
know, but
no. I think they are
it's
mixed with
not,
Spanish
it's
and
not saying,
Portuguese. So
it's not
now what
saying
they're
that the
saying is
Portuguese is
Spanish
a
and
nigger though.
Portuguese mixed with Indian can be Negroes. Whoa. Go ahead, bro. My bad. Thousand pardon. My bad. Thousand pardon, bro.
No, what I'm saying is it's not saying that the Portuguese were called Negro in this source, bro.
No, it's making a correlation with them. So, in order for the Senate to ask them, you don't think they Negroes, and for the judge to say no, I think they Spanish and Portuguese. So that's saying, in order for the Senate to determine them and call them as Negroes, that means they had to look a certain way, correct? And he's saying no, they're not that.
Yeah, but it's not
Is that
saying
what they're
that.
saying? Is that what you're not saying?
No,
Is
it's
that
not
what
saying
it's
that
not saying, bro?
it's not saying that the Portuguese was Negro at all, and it's actually saying that they're mulatto. And then when he asked
Oh,
him,
hold
he
on.
said,
No, they
"Are you
saying the
sure?"
mixture. No, they saying the mixture. They saying the mixture between the Portuguese or the Spanish and Indian is a mulatto. What I'm
Yeah,
telling you is the Senate asked him, are you saying the color population is not Negroes? And he said, no, I think they are a mixture of Spanish and Portuguese. So that's letting you know that the Spanish and the Portuguese was also being classified as Negroes. Or they had looked like
no,
Negroes or what you would consider Negroes. Yes. In
no,
order for the
no.
Senate to even hold on, read it now, Bat. Read it now, Bat, and come from where I'm coming from, Bat. Read it.
I'm reading it right now. Look,
Read it, Bat.
it says, so are they Negroes? And then it asks, and then because it's talking about the population of Robinson County. He said they were never
Mm-hmm.
slaves at all. It says, so what are they Negroes?
Mm-hmm.
Lit says, sir, I desire to tell you the truth. I cannot lie, but I do not know what they are. I think that they are a mixture of Spanish and Portuguese and Indian. So he said, he said, you think that they are mixed Negroes and Indians?
Right. Hold on. So stop. So he just said, sir, I think they are Spanish and Portuguese and Indian. So the Senate came right back and said, hold on. You're saying they Negroes and Indian? So that's saying that the Spanish and the Portuguese above. Hold on. So that's
no,
saying
it's
that the
not.
Portuguese and the
No, it's
Spanish
not.
above.
No, it's not. Absolutely
Go
not.
ahead, Bab. Go ahead, Bab.
You gotta finish reading it. You gotta finish reading. This is all about context. That's why.
No, Bab.
Look, hold on. I need you to listen. See, look, it says, you think that they are mixed in Negroes and Indians, not referring to them as the Spanish and Portuguese population, talking about as the term that they call. Because look, it goes right into it. It said, I do not think that. Hold on. He said, I do not think that in this class of population there is much Negro blood at all.
Right.
Of half of the colored population, I have attempted to describe them all have been free, and they are all called mulattoes. So this particular question is why the judge.
Bro.
Hold on. This is why the judge is referring to them having Negro mixed blood, not because they're Portuguese and Spanish, is because they're claiming to be mulattoes, and mulattoes is the offspring of mixed and black people. It says it right here. It goes through the
bro, can you show us any other race or any other classification that they're describing as Negro besides the Spanish, Portuguese, and the Indian?
I'm gonna just drop the link
in this sentence.
Let me just drop the link and see if I'm tripping. Am I reading this wrong?
No, you're not tripping. No, you're not tripping, bro. But what I'm telling you is, once he said, yes, sir, half of the colored population were never slaves. What are they? Are they Negroes? So he asked him. He said, no, sir. I desire to tell you the truth. I don't know who they are, but I think they are a mixture of Spanish and Portuguese and Indian. So they came back and doubled down and they say, hold on, you're trying to say he mixed Negro and Indian? So now I'll have to ask you, who is the Negro that they're asking that he's mixed with? Is it the Spanish and the Portuguese? Because he just told them who he think they are.
He's talking about
go ahead, bro.
He's not talking about one particular person. You just move the goalpost to make it seem like he's talking about one person. They're talking about a population of people and what the census records identifies them as. It says Negroes, not a Negro.
It's not because of not no contentions, bro. I was just showing you that in North Carolina, dog, they was calling, and it also said that in North Carolina, they was calling people mixed with Spanish or Portuguese. They was calling them Negroes. It also says that too, bro.
Where says it at? Where does it say that at? Where?
Oh man. Hey, Bap, all you got to do is show me, dog, that the Negro is something different than the Spanish and the Portuguese in this segment, bro. In this area where they're talking about. Now, the mulatto is the mixture with the Indian. So now they ain't talking about no African. Ain't no African involved with this, bro. Ain't no African involved with this, bro.
But it's not talking about Portuguese
I know.
Negroes neither, though. That's what I'm saying. So it's not saying that.
Yes, they are talking about Spanish and Portuguese, bro, and Indian.
I know they're talking about Spanish and
they're
Portuguese.
Describing what a mulatto. They're describing what a mulatto is.
Nowhere in this source that you read, that we read so far, said that they was Negroes, that the Portuguese is Negroes. That's what my whole point with bringing this source up, because you said that this source said that the Portuguese were referred to as Negroes. You said that. That's why we're pulling this up.
Yeah. Because it's right here, dog, that the Senate is asking them, are you saying that they Negroes? And then when he told them, no, I think they mixed with Spanish, Portuguese, and Indian, they came back and doubled down. You think they are mixed Negroes and Indians? So now when they asking them, are you saying that they mixed Negroes and Indians? I told you that I think that they're Spanish and Portuguese, and you come back and saying, hold on, you're saying they niggas and Indians?
Yeah, but
then you're talking about the Spanish and Portuguese who I just brought before that topic, bro.
Did you not read the first part that we read where it talks about the VA, the areas of Virginia, Tennessee, and all these people being referred to, people as color being status mulattoes. So he knows, the judge knows, anybody that's labeled a mulatto has to have Negro blood. So bro.
Do they
have Negro blood based off of the status?
No problem, bro. No problem. I'm not saying you're wrong, Bat. I'm just saying in this instance, the Negro, can you tell me who was the Negro in this instance? Would the Negro be the Spanish and the Portuguese in this conversation, bro? Yes or no?
No, look, it says it right here. Look. It said, do you think that these Portuguese and Spanish are Negroes, right? That's because the judge is confused on what he's even saying. He said, I do not think in this class of population there is much Negro blood at all. That answers the question. No, they don't believe this ain't got no fucking Negro blood. You don't.
Hey, Bap, everything good, Bap. Everything good, Bap. But I'm just trying to show you, bro. This right here, who is the Negro? You got to show me who is the Negro in this conversation. To me, the Negro is the Spanish and the Portuguese.
I'm not
saying the Indian is the Indian.
Listen, I ain't gonna
the Spanish and the Portuguese is considered Negro. Yes or no?
Now, so I don't know, man. Somebody gonna have to go.
Yeah, me too. Me too, bro. You know I'm a short bus shawty. I ain't gonna lie. You know I'm a short bus shawty too, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. But that's what I got out of it, Bap. All I'm telling you is, Bap, that's what I got out of it. So I'm asking your opinion. In other words, bro. So I'm
Oh,
saying we can't be wrong or right. I'm just asking your opinion. What do you get from this? Because they're not talking about no African at this point.
I mean, if they're talking about
Or
Spain,
African would be brought up.
if they're talking about Spain,
Huh?
right? Spain, they're going to, I don't know, man. But I know they're not talking about
No,
African.
he could be Spanish. Yeah,
I
he
know
can
they're
be
not talking about-
Spanish.
I know
He
they're
can
not
be
talking
speaking
about-
Spanish. They're definitely not talking about Africa. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm showing you. Matter of fact, hold on. It is a part inside this way it's in North Carolina. That was the term that they was using in North Carolina at this time. Facts that it was calling that. Damn, that shit ain't got it. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't get
but
that.
it is a part in there with it.
Out of what you're saying, I don't get that they're saying the Spanish or the Portuguese were Negroes at all. I'm saying they're saying the opposite of that.
Well, who is the Negro then, bro, in this conversation?
That's what the judge is asking, because the same people you're calling the Spanish and Portuguese are free people of color are labeled mulattoes. And the judge knows, once again, that mulattoes is a result of Negro blood. So that's why he keep asking, are you sure these motherfuckers don't got no Negro blood? Are you sure? Because if you lying on oath, you're going down. So the judge is trying to make sure. That's why he said,
but see, the thing is, when they call themselves mulatto, the thing is, the judge, them boys is asking them. I mean, the Senate is asking the judge, like, hold on, they call themselves mulatto. So are they Spanish and Portuguese? Are they Negro mixed with Indian? That's what they're asking him. Once he said that they call themselves mulattoes. So are they a mixture? He said, well, no, sir. I don't think. I think they all been free. I don't think that. And he said, hold on. Are Negroes? He said, yes, sir. I think they all are Spanish and Portuguese mix. So now he's trying to describe them to give them a better, to give the Senate a better overall picture of what he's looking at. And the Senate said, hold on. So are they Spanish and Portuguese ancestry? And he was like, you see what I'm saying? You got to really read that, bro.
No,
and
because
it's a conversation.
If you read right here in this whole segment, before we get into the transcripts, it explains what the context of the conversation is. They're not saying that the Portuguese were Negroes in no shape, form, or fashion.
The Indians at this point. So who are you talking about when they say Negroes, bro? If the only thing was brought up was Spanish and Portuguese ancestry, who is the Negro that they're talking about, bro? Is that an African?
The Negro is a question mark every time. So they're not talking about no particular Negro. They're asking, are these people that's been brought up, which is the Portuguese and the Spanish, are they Negroes? Because they're claiming to be mulattoes and free people of color. That's the only reason the term Negro is, bro.
No, they're not claiming to be mulattoes. It's a mixture with Indians is mulatto, bro. It's saying a mixture with these people and Indians is considered to be mulatto. It's saying a mixture, bro.
Where does it say a mixture between Indian and mulatto? Where? It doesn't say that nowhere on this.
Damn, bad. I'm lagging like a motherfucker. My bad. I'm lagging like a motherfucker. You breaking up me, man.
Jump off and come back on. Jump off and come back on. Jump off and come back on. We're gonna keep this up for a second. Cause I need you to break this make sense to me. Smoke, since he's up here punching, I need you to come make this make sense. Because obviously it makes sense to Smoke. Smoke, hit the link. Since Smoke says this makes sense, I'm gonna ask Smoke. Smoke, bring your ass up here. Root words. What's up, nigga?
What's up? Just sticking to the subject, man. That's all I'm doing.
All right.
Now, when we talk about the 13 colonies and the first 13 states, them was dealing with Albion, dealing with England and Scotland and Ireland. You cannot put Spanish and Portuguese inside the 13 colonies, period. You cannot put them inside the 13 states, period. Period. You can't do it. You just can't do it. That's like putting the Crips to Mars and putting the indigenous to Pluto or some shit, bro. You just can't do it. So the Negroes they talking about was them people of their land. Indians and Negroes, same people. And not aggress, man.
Fair enough. Smoke signal, what's the deal?
Hold on.
No problem.
The Empire, y'all got to get off that slave story shit, man. Portuguese and Spain never reached America like that. How can the story even be true in North Carolina when Spain and Portuguese was never in North Carolina? That's like saying there was a whole bunch of hyenas and tigers over here and shit, man. With lions running around in North Carolina. Like, bro, it's just not happening. It didn't happen. That's like saying Christopher Columbus was in the United States of America or some shit. No, he wasn't. He was over there in the island some goddamn where.
So you saying it's a false report? So you saying it's a false report?
Hold on.
Yes, unless you can prove
Hold on, Root Words. Is what a false report?
This is what OTK brought up because he said there wasn't no Spain or Portuguese in the Carolinas.
No, it ain't that it's a false report. It's the interpretation that we're talking about. So his interpretation is that this article that he brought up is saying that the Portuguese and the Spanish were referred to as Negroes. Do you concur with that?
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so where does it say this? According to this, yes, according to this.
Right. It's not saying it verbatim. It is implying that Portuguese and Spanish would be referred to as Negroes according to the question that was asked or posed. See, it's in the question. They never gave an absolute answer, but it was in the question. Why are you questioning the Spanish and Portuguese as possibly referring to themselves or somebody referring to them as Negro? It's in the question.
Okay.
It's not a statement. Okay. It's not an answer. It's in the question.
I'm glad you said that because the reason he keep asking is they Negroes is because of this reason right here, and it's actually in the court transcript. You want to read this right quick? This is the Senate, the actual judge. I understand to say that these 700 to 800 persons that you're speaking about that you designated as mulatto. So that's why he's asking, are they Negroes? Not because they're Portuguese and Spanish. He's actually telling you why he's asking you. So once again, where does it say?
And how does one get mulatto? How does one get that identification? What process does one have to go through to get that mulatto?
I don't know. I think it's a simple conversation, but the fact is they're labeled as mulatto on the census records, and according to the
right, you have to be mixed, right? You have to be mixed. One thing,
not just mixed, because the judge actually even goes into more detail. Read right here. He actually specifies why he said it, because the word mulatto means a cross between white and Negro. That's why he's asking the question, not because they're Spanish and Negro, or not because they're Spanish and Portuguese. So now I'm gonna ask it once again. Where does it imply that he's asking about the Portuguese and Spanish being Negroes, being referred to as Negroes.
It is implied. It is implied, right? When he's calling them mulatto, because in order to be a mulatto, you have to be mixed with a Negro and something else, right? You got to be the Negro is in that equation, right? A Negro is in the equation of mulatto in all instances, right? No Negro, no mulatto, right? So
right.
Saying,
well, the judge is not the one calling nobody's nothing. He's just asking a question based off of what's been implied to him. So now, when you go back up to the beginning of the thing, and this is key right here. This is very key in the whole thing, because when he asked them, "Are they Negroes?" the dude says, "I desire to tell you the truth," and then he asked them again, "So do you think that they're mixed Negroes and Indians?" And then he goes into his full spiel saying he do not think so. He don't believe that they have Negro blood at all. Is what he's pretty much saying, and it's highlighted right here. Matter of fact, let's highlight it. Let's highlight it right here. This is what he said after the response. Do you think that they're mixed Negroes? So the only person that would have been referring to him, according to your logic, who would have been referring to him as Negroes, is now saying that no, I don't even believe that they're Negroes. Now, the only reason the judge is even applying, because on census record, they're labeled as mulatto. You can only be a mulatto unless you have Negro blood. So either somebody's lying or somebody's lying. That's what the judge is trying to make sure he's being faithful on the thing before it goes through with. So, how can these people be falsely or be labeled mulatto if they have no Negro blood? That's illegal according to the North Carolina books. Is what he's trying to say.
Right. I get that. Now, so if somebody lying, if somebody lying is cool, but as the record states. This is what the record states. Hold on, where is it? I just seen it. They are called mulattoes. That is the name that they are known by. And the only way you can be known by mulatto is that you have to be mixed with Negro. So we can't, even though he's saying, I don't know, I don't think they Negroes. I don't know if they Negroes or not, but they call themselves mulattoes. So the judge asked him, well, if they're calling themselves mulattoes, then where is the Negro side coming from? Because there's got to be a Negro side. Hold on. Let me get mine out. There has to be a Negro side to a mulatto. It's point blank. We ain't talking mulatto.
Yeah, no. Hold on. Smoke.
I'm not talking. Hold on. Let me get this out. Respectfully. We're not talking mulattoes without half Negro there. So he's just trying to figure out, well, where's the Negro half coming from? It's not the Indian. Is it the Spanish or the Portuguese? You feel me? So I'm just saying, yeah, by that question seems to imply that the Portuguese and the Spanish are the ones being referred to as the Negro.
Yeah. So what he's saying is, he's not saying that he think that they're Negroes. The thing is, they're labeled mulattoes, which engulfs Negroes. So he's not implying, he's going by the actual court definitions of what they're going by. And then listen, Leach said in that same record that you just brought up in the knowledge, he said, I think that they are Indian origin. The Senate said, I understand to say that these 700 to 800 persons that you designate as mulattoes are not Negroes, but are a mixture of Portuguese and Spanish and white blood and Indian blood. You think they are not generally Negroes. And then Lee said, I do not think the Negro blood predominates.
Yeah,
So then the Senate questioned why they're even being called mulattoes in the first place. So he said the word mulatto means a cross between white and Negro. So who's implying that they are Negroes? Because the judge is not implying that they're Negroes, and the other guy, Leach, is not implying that the Spanish and Portuguese are Negroes. So who's implying that they're Negroes? I'm trying to figure that out. Literally,
whoever made them known by the term mulatto is applying their Negroes. That mulatto in and of itself implies Negro, because a mulatto is a mix between a Negro and something else, right? But in order to get the mulatto, there has to be the something else in the Negro. Now you're asking, if these people are mulatto, that means they mixed. If they mixed with Indian and Spanish and Portuguese, which one of them is the Negro that's making them mulatto? Is it the Indian?
And guess what he say?
Spanish? Is it the Portuguese?
And guess what he say when he asked him that question? Smoke? He said no.
Yeah, he said he don't know. He don't think
said
they.
No. He said I don't believe that they are. But see, so my point is, in this particular thing, no one's referring to the Spanish as Negro. In this particular thing, the Spanish people themselves are using a term that is implied to Negro. That's the difference.
Okay, so the Spanish and the Portuguese didn't have no business being in the mix, but since they in the mix, they are either implied as that thing that is mixed with the Negro that made the mulatto, or they are the Negro that mixed with the thing that made the mulatto. You can't you can't excuse Negro out of mulatto.
Yeah, but you can't excuse that out of mulatto, but we see that the people that they're referring to is neither one that they're referring to as the mulatto or free people of colors. And by the way, the term is free people of colors is what they're using, but that often get changes into mulatto. But when we go up into the original text, what we said, it said it lumps all free whites together, all non-whites together. So this is where it gets confusing then. So I just want to make it clear that I don't think that they're referring to any Portuguese as Negroes. They're trying to question why they're even the judge is trying to question why they're even got a title that is attached to Negroes when they know that they're not Negroes. That's my point.
Yeah, but I'm saying, look what it say though, brother. I understand you to say that these 700 or 800 persons that you designate as mulattoes are not Negroes, but are a mixture of Portuguese and Spanish, white blood and Indian blood. So look, he's saying mulattoes, and we know mulattoes got Negro in it. So either you're talking about the Portuguese and the Spanish, you're talking about the white blood, or you're talking about the Indian blood. He's giving you 4 diverse groups here. Giving you 4 diverse groups with no other indication as to who. Hold on. No other indication as to who we could be referring to when it comes to these people being mulattoes. There's no other group. You got the Portuguese, the Spanish, the white blood, and the Indian blood. So which one of them is the Negro that's making these mulattoes?
Smoke, read that again. He said, I understand that you say that the 700 to 800 persons that you designate as mulattoes are not Negroes. He's acknowledging that they're saying that they're not Negroes. Not are.
Yes, the dude that's being questioned by the Senate is definitely of the opinion that there's very limited amount of Negro blood. But when it's all said and done, one of these 4 groups.
Look, right here.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. I just want to say this real quick before you go. It doesn't say that. Look, it says the ones that you designated are not Negroes.
Yes, right. The dude that's being questioned by the Senate is of the opinion that they are not Negroes. This is confusing to the Senate because they are known as mulattoes, and everybody knows if you're a mulatto. Hold on. This is why he's being questioned by the Senate, right? He's of the opinion that there is no Negro or very limited amount of Negro blood in these 700 to 800 people, right? So the Senate is questioning him. You don't think there's no Negroes up in this mixture of the Indians, the whites, the Spanish, and the Portuguese? He's like, sir, I don't know what the hell they is. All I know is that somebody think they mulattoes. And if they mulattoes, it's some niggas somewhere up in there, right? So it's either the Portuguese, the Spanish, the white blood, or the Indian blood. That's all I'm saying. These are the four groups that you out of these 800 people, it's a mixture between Portuguese, Spanish, white, and Indian. Nigga is in there somewhere because they're known as mulattoes. You only got those four groups there: the Portuguese, the Spanish, the white blood, and the Indian blood. So either the Indians is the niggas that made the mulattoes, either the white blood is the Negroes that made the mulattoes, either the Spanish is the Negroes that made the mulattoes, or it's the Portuguese that's Negro that's making the mulatto. And without any clear statement confirming which group lended the Negro blood to the mulattoes, then it can be inferred that either one of these groups is the base of the Negro blood that makes them known as a mulatto.
No, he's saying that the Negro blood is not there, and that the word mulattoes is a cross between Negroes. But then he goes down and he even specifies and said, "You do not mean the word to be understood in the sense that is applied to these people." So he's even telling you the word mulatto. You can't look at the word mulatto and the way it's applied to these people because we're not saying it that way. The judge is even asking them, are you saying that you're not using it in that sense? Because he's going against the entire definition of what it's saying. You see what I'm saying? So he's totally excluding the Negro. But the definition of longer mulatto has Negro in it. He's saying, I'm not using it as a conventional way that you use it. Meaning he's not referring to Negroes at all. This is the full transcript, by the way. Do you understand what I'm saying, though, Smoke? Because you kind of rational. You can understand.
Yeah. I get that.
Now, do you understand what I'm saying? It's totally taking away the discredit of Negro at all. So I understand by the first beginning of the conversations, yeah, but we got to keep in context. They're saying these people are Negro based off of them using the term mulatto. They're saying that there are no Negro bloods, which goes against the whole term mulatto. So even at the end, he even said, you're not even using it in the way it even is being applied. You're using it in a different way. Or am I bugging, Smoke?
Yeah, I'm saying now you're not the one bugging. I'm saying they the ones bugging now because mulatto was very well understood in those times. Right. Ain't nobody finna haphazardly call you a mulatto unless that application unless that particular term applies. You just don't go haphazardly call a motherfucker mulatto and there's no perception of Negro blood. That's the whole reason why the term mulatto exists.
Except for in this context, because it's literally telling you that. Every time you see the term mulatto, he's implying that he's not talking about mixed Negroes at all. Every time you see him, he says, not talking about Negroes.
Yeah.
I don't think there's no Negro. Every time it even comes up, he's denying Negro.
Turn that music down, man.
Right.
Turn that music down,
So the appropriate thing would have been to cease calling these people mulatto if mulatto means mixed with Negro.
Which is why they came up and used the term free people of color after this court decision.
Okay, if that was the result, then yeah. If that was the result, cool.
It says it right here. That's what the whole thing is about. That's what it's talking about. The free people of color. It's what it's talking about. The free people of color persons of color residing in Robeson County. That's what it got changed to afterwards.
Where it say that it?
And Bob, turn the music down, Bob.
Because in the 1700s,
I don't hear no music. You hear some music? You got some music? I hear I hear some fight music in the background.
Oh, you hear music in the back? My bad.
Fight. It's just fight.
I don't think it was too
What's your tribe, little nigga?
No, you can't hear it. You
what's
can't
your
hear
tribe,
it
little nigga still
on
playing?
on the channel, but you can hear it on the panel. Huh? That's a rap. You can't hear it on the channel, but you can hear it on the panel.
Yeah, there you go. It's off now. There you go, bro. It's off now. What's your tribe, little nigga? That was still playing. I couldn't even hear what y'all was saying.
My brother, like something that I like that you did, and I wrote it down. I keep saying that. Nick might be arguing, but he taught me a couple things. And I learned something off your channel today. That slavery and this African American shit was started in 1958, and y'all gave me the direct CIA papers.
Oh yeah, you already know.
So I'm gonna tell you where I'm standing on this. I'm gonna digress off. That's my stance.
Man, that's nothing, man. You know, that's nothing. Shout out to Job Bricks for coming through though. That was some heat, for sure.
So every time I look at something like this, I'm gonna think of you and Job Bricks, and then I'm gonna look at the story and dismantle it. Because I know it's coming from the CIA and they don't got their word game on par. So when they put Portuguese and Spanish inside the 13 colonies, dwelling and doing all this shit, I'm gonna ask them, hey man, where the fuck was the Portuguese and Spanish in the 13 colonies?
Right.
Was the CIA out in the 1800s, bro? In the 1700s, was the CIA out?
No, but I'm asking you, where was the Portuguese and Spanish, bro? I'm asking you a question. I answered it.
That root words.
Okay, it kills that. So, okay, you're right. I'm saying that. I'm asking you a simple question. During the 13 colonies,
my bad.
All that shit in the 17 and 1800s, where was the Portuguese and Spanish? They never touched America. They never had a colony. The story is farce.
Yeah. Hey, bro, stop it. Don't ever say that ever in your life. Don't ever say
you're
that.
You're pushing the CIA scam.
No,
you're pushing the CIA scam, my nigga.
Hey,
you cut me off. Okay, I power. This after he go, I want to go after he go, bro.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Bro,
I thought you asked me a question.
This is how we both do. It's not you. We both do this, brother.
I thought you asked me a question.
My bad too.
I thought you asked me a question. My bad.
Man, we both do it, bro.
I thought you was asking me a question. So are you asking me a question, root words? Go ahead, ask me a question so I can answer it, bro.
All y'all. I'm saying all y'all that believe in slavery.
No, this ain't all y'all right now. This just OTK, bro. It's just
tell me when you done, sir.
This ain't OTK. This ain't
you can't
all
tell
of
me how
y'all,
to
dog.
talk, OTK. You can't tell me how to talk. Just tell me when you done.
All right. Anyway, what you need to be said, man, maybe that shit don't need to be heard because you. I'm talking to me. Talk to me right now. Don't talk to everybody. Talk to me. I was the one who brought this shit up. Now,
okay. Now, can I rebut that, please?
Damn,
to you and our power that believe in slavery. To you and our power that believe in slavery. That's why I brought up the beginning of the show. That proves that all this shit is fake according to the CIA and what Job Bricks and Aboriginal Power showed. I ain't cut you off, OTK.
Then why you didn't debate me?
See,
so why you didn't debate me?
So why you didn't?
No,
see, that's
why
all
you
y'all do.
didn't debate me whether or not American Indian slavery
you asked me a question. You asked me a question. I owned you and you cursed out, my nigga, and I felt sorry for you.
Let him answer.
Nigga, I felt sorry for you. You like, oh, I don't want to debate you. I said, fuck it, then let's not debate, nigga. That shit wasn't me, nigga. I will stomp you out again, boy. And everybody up here.
All right.
Stick to the subject, my nigga. That's all y'all do is do this little weird shit, bro. I don't care about that debate. Stick to the subject, bro. The subject is you bringing up here a CIA story.
Listen,
ain't saying that you the CIA. I'm saying the story. Look at it,
bro.
This nigga is weird, bro.
Let him finish. I'm gonna let you get it off. Let him finish, though.
Man, this nigga's weird. He do this every time. This what all y'all do. Shit, man. Look, bro, you brought up here a CIA
We all
story
good,
according
man.
to
We
Job
all
Bricks. According to Job Bricks and Ad Power, you brought up here a CIA story, and I deciphered it with one simple question. There
Well,
was
tell
no
John Bricks come up.
Portuguese.
Tell
Bro,
John
here we
Bricks come
go,
up
man.
here.
See, this what they
Tell
doing.
Hey,
John Bricks come up here and prove that this is.
OTK, you gotta let them finish, gang. Come on, you gotta let them finish. As soon as he starts speaking, you cut him right
And
off.
my plane quit.
So,
Shit.
go ahead, Rube, so he can get to
Yeah,
what he's
because
trying
we
to
know,
say.
according to your so-called slave story, that's a CIA agent agenda that we all listened to and believed in before. So I'm guilty of believing in it. But it plainly says that in that story, Portuguese and goddamn Spanish never had a colony in America. So how can this story even be included in America when there wasn't even over here? And I digress.
All right, let me tell you the incompetence of reading and reading comprehension. It never said nothing about no colony. They was telling you about the people that was in the area, that was going in these areas. The Spanish, or whether they were Spanish or whether they was Portuguese, they did come into South Carolina, bro. They did come into North Carolina. What is wrong with you? You dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. Do you understand what they're talking about at this time? They even actually backdating times before it was the Continental Congress or the 13 congressional states or the constitutional states before it was a 13 colony. Root words, boy, you be sounding real good, dog. But that's why you wouldn't debate me. Word. And ain't nobody talking about American Indian slavery right now. We're talking about indentured servitude, what was also portrayed as slavery, and how people, this whole document that I brought up was showing you that how people was indentured servitude and how they was getting misclassified as different things or reclassified as different things. They'd still stay in bondage in their servitude. Now, what me and Bat was talking about, I did say that I'm going to show you that the Portuguese and the Spanish people was being considered as Negro at the time. That's what I said. When we read it, it said that, yo, are you saying that these people are of Negroes? He said, no. I think they are Spanish and Portuguese mixed with the Indian. He's saying, hold on. So you saying they don't got none of this? Whoa, what is going on? If y'all listen to the conversation and y'all read that conversation the right way.
We just broke it down with you and with
damn, man.
We just broke it down. We came to the conclusion that it's not. And we just ran the whole transcript, the whole
Whoa, hold up. Who is the we came to the conclusion? Who is the we?
I didn't even get to put my 2 cents in it because y'all put your senses in there. Y'all put your senses in there. When we put the senses in there, bro, you already landed your plane, man. You landed your plane, bro. Let me rebut you, bro. Can I rebut him after he's done that power?
No, you don't need to rebut me, bro. Root words. You duck the fucking debate, dog. You don't even need to talk to me, root words.
Okay, then shut the fuck up and I won't talk to you, nigga.
Man, you shut up,
I don't care about your
dog.
attitude. That's what your whole community do, sucker. I'll wait till you're done, nigga.
What community?
Tell me when you're done, sucker.
What community?
Your garbage ass
what
Indian
community.
community. Tell me when you're done, sucker.
Bitch, what community is you in?
Nigga, I don't care. Just tell me when you're done. I'm black, nigga. I'm black. Tell me when you're done.
Crossbreed? Bitch, you was a crossbreed.
All these niggas want to do is argue,
you don't know what the fuck you is. Shut up, nigga. Shut your ass up.
All I want to say about the debate. All I want to say is about the debate.
Hold on.
Can I be scared when you back out of the debate, bro?
Hold on.
Now this nigga gonna block me. You acting.
Hold on. Let OTK finish, and I'm gonna let you rebuttal. Go ahead, OTK. You got it cooked, gang.
I'm saying, how can I be scared when he ducked out of the debate? The debate was it ever American Indian slavery? That was the debate. So now, let's stick with that. We're not even talking about American Indian slavery right now, bro. We're just talking about what people thought that they was looking at. And this is the Senate. This is the Senate committee with a judge. Come on, bro. So now I'm going to ask y'all, who are the Negroes that they're talking about? Who is being called the Negroes in this conversation?
Nigga, you
The
talking to me,
Indians,
motherfucker, not them. Fuck
Smoke,
everybody but me and you,
you
nigga.
just broke this
the
shit down. But
Indians.
go ahead, Ru. You got the rebuttal. I said you got it. Go ahead, cook. Then I'm gonna
Now
let
this
Sister
shit
Cook
simple,
get
my
it
nigga.
in
New
after
the
you.
subject. We
Indians.
talk about this old fake ass slavery shit he brought up about some Spanish and Portuguese and goddamn it, North Carolina, and you start being his butt buddy. Here we go again. Here we go again, about to cut me off. You had power start being his butt buddy, and I was in the fucking chat telling you, just ask a simple question. You or him can never ever prove that Portuguese and Spanish had a colony of influence and was the mulattoes. They wasn't over here. The whole story is fake. And I
They
digress.
wasn't over
I
here. Hey,
agree.
listen. Hey,
I
listen, man.
agree.
Hey, listen,
I
y'all,
agree.
please don't go back to Root Words channel no more. Dog, all y'all would do is get dumber. I swear to God. If y'all ever want to get dumber down, listen to fucking Root Words. That's on my Jesus. Hey, back. I don't even know why the fuck you fuck with this nigga. He was good when he was a river god. He should have stayed there. He's
Remember what
outside of
y'all
his
called me,
fucking.
my nigga, the river god. Remember?
Hold on. We're gonna transition and get into some more of the scholarship because I want to beat up on y'all Indian shit some more. But we got Sister Betty in the building. Peace, Auntie. What's
Hey,
going on?
peace to the piano. What's good, y'all? Hey, Smoke.
Hey, cool lady,
Hey,
cool
Rootword.
lady.
Hey, OTK. So I did this script like 3 or 4 years ago on my channel. I think OTK was over there too. And I went through the whole script. And what I came up with after analyzing it, first, I want to say Rootword is right. They didn't have no damn Portuguese colonies over here on this land.
Yeah, I never said that. I never said that. I'm the one of the ones that go against that, Sister Betty.
I didn't say you said that, OTK. I never even mentioned your name. I was just agreeing with Rootword when he was saying that. I'm not coming up here to blame nobody. I'm just coming up to give my analyzation of that same script I did 3 or 4 years ago. But what the issue is, the judge was trying to protect that Lumbee tribe. And he didn't want to admit that the Indian and nigger was the same, one and the same. That's why the Senate the senator knew that the Indian was the Negro. And he was trying to get to the judge to come clean and tell the truth. That was the whole problem. Indian and the nigger was one and the same.
It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard to come together, man. It's not that fucking hard.
Hold on.
Indian
Bethany,
power, OTK the
was
Indian,
I
my
saying,
nigga.
was I saying anything
OTK,
wrong?
power, OTK the Indian, my nigga. Yeah. Get at that nigga.
Listen, hold up. Quit calling for help, bro.
Help, nigga.
Ain't nobody
I'm
can tell
embarrassed
you.
that you
Ain't
said I
nobody
back,
can
man.
tell
You
you
right,
who.
at power.
Listen,
You said you
bro.
want to
Ain't
get at the
nobody
Indians.
can tell
The only
you
fake ass
who
Indians up here is OTK, my
is.
nigga. Get at your homie, bro. Get at your
Bruh.
homie, my nigga.
How the fuck you mean? Get at your homie. You
Only
know
fake
why he
ass
can't
Indian
get
up
at
here is
me?
OTK.
Can you prove it? Can you prove it?
Yes, bro. I defended you when I pulled up your tribe that comes from Barbados, bro. Your
But
own
what tribe
Indian
comes from
turned your back
Barbados?
on you, bro, and I had to defend you, my nigga. Yes, your tribe comes from Barbados.
Root words. What
Man, shut the
American
fuck
Indian
up, man.
tribe come? Hold
And you ain't
up,
even in that
Barbados.
tribe, nigga.
Hold up. Root
At
words.
power, the
What
show is called
American
Indians.
Indian
He an
tribe come from
Indian, bro.
Barbados?
Oh, at power,
Root
don't hear me now.
words.
This your Indian now. Get at
Root
him.
words.
Sister
Shut your
Betsy is
dumb
the
ass
only
up.
Indian
All you
around
do
here
is
that's
just be
recognized,
talking
bro.
loud,
I'm gonna
dog.
stand on that.
Listen, root words. You's a dumb fuck.
Why you
Debate
mad
me,
at me,
bitch.
bro? What you mad at me for?
But shut the fuck
Hey,
up,
come
because
Get
all you
back.
do is
This
run
about
your dick
hey,
Indians.
mouth
hey,
Get
hold
back.
on.
This is
Hey,
Indians.
y'all
and
try
your
to watch
pussy
y'all
niggas.
try to
That's all you
watch the
do.
language. Y'all try
That,
to
did
watch
you
the
put the
language
Word.
a
script up
little bit. Y'all
again?
try to watch the language and shit.
Yeah.
Did you
What the
put
Y'all
the
fuck
script
is
up
wrong with
again,
root
Bat?
words, man?
Bro, the show is called You Can't Prove You an
Hey, hold
Indian.
on. Hold on. Y'all try to watch the language. I know y'all get hyped and shit, but y'all be dropping a lot of F-bombs, man. Y'all gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my bad. I do that, man. Because I feed off the energy, man. F root words, dog, on some real shit, dog. This nigga here is a pancake. And back, you know what a pancake is. He should know what a pancake is. They be claiming himself a G, a 7-4 G or a G. Dog, you know what a pancake is, dog. You going against your own self.
Man, you
You
just hated on
pancake
my
ass
channel,
dude.
man.
Use a
Man, the
flip
show is
flopper,
called "You
dog.
Can't Prove You an Indian," bro.
Dog, use a flip flopper.
Man,
You
Sister
can't
Bessie, the
prove
only
that I'm
person that can
not.
prove she an Indian, bro. I done stood
Hold
on that
on. Let
for a
me ask you
long
this.
time, bro.
Root words.
Man,
Root
don't get
words.
mad at
Can you
me.
prove that
Cuss
I'm
that
not an
power out, my
Indian?
nigga. Don't get mad at me. Cuss
Root
that
words.
power out, bro.
Root words. Can you prove that I'm
Yeah.
not an Indian? Can
I
any of y'all
apologize, Sister
niggas up
Bessie.
here
I
on the
apologize,
panel
Sister
prove that I'm
Bessie.
not an Indian? Let's
You
go.
ain't, nigga.
You ain't,
Can you
nigga.
prove it? Can you prove it?
The
I don't
thing
want
is,
you talking, bro.
no, the burden of proof ain't on us to prove that you ain't. The burden of proof is you to prove that you are. The claim is that you are Indian.
No, the burden.
No,
Bro.
look. OTK, the claim is that you're Indian. So that's your claim. Now you got to prove your claim.
No, I don't have to prove shit to none of y'all, for one.
Okay, well, that's cool.
What the fuck? I don't have to prove nothing to none of y'all.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And prove y'all are Aboriginal.
It's okay.
Can y'all prove that y'all are Aboriginal?
It's okay.
Can y'all prove that y'all are Aboriginal?
It's okay.
I can.
I can. Easy. That's easy as hell.
Whoa. You hold up, back. Stay up out of this. Root word say he can prove he's an Aboriginal.
He's sneaking your name. He told you to stay out of this, and he's sneaking your name. This is called the Aboriginal. See that part? See, I've been telling you this for a long time.
What you been telling them, root words?
Man, y'all need to get an understanding. Y'all be going back and forth, man. Here go the time right now. You just said he can't prove we Aboriginal, and the show is called Indian, man. Y'all two need to go ahead and handle this, bro.
Yeah, well, can you prove that you Aboriginal? Can you show us any documents that say Aboriginal?
Hell yeah, because that's what Aboriginal is to me. My fault. Go ahead, Al Power. My fault.
Show it, nigga. Can you show any documents that say Aboriginal?
Yes, that's easy. All my documents says American.
No, Bap. I say Aboriginal.
Oh, well, guess what? In the definition of American, the term American is strictly applied to Aboriginals, copper-colored races. And now,
is that also the definition of American Indian?
No, it's not.
Huh?
No, it's not. Let's pull up the definition for American Indian. Do we need to pull that up too?
Whoa.
Do we need to pull up the definition?
So in other words, now I got to ask you, what Aboriginal are you? If you Aboriginal, that can be an Aboriginal anywhere.
First of all,
correct? Yes or no?
First of all,
hold on. Is Aboriginal only applied to North Americans?
So
yes or no?
Let me show you how this works. So I'm an American. The term American is applied to Aboriginal. So when you answer the when you ask the question, the answer was in the first time. So what kind of
you can be from South America. So you can be from South America, correct? You can be from South Central
American,
correct? So you can be from any parts of America to be an Aboriginal, correct?
Yeah.
All right then. So American Indian specifies exactly where you at, correct?
Man, American Indians and Siberians.
It has its own definition. All you gotta do is pull it up, brother. You're not going to
does American Indian saying that they're the Aboriginal of North America? Yes or no?
OTK, I don't know if you know this or not. The term American Indian has a separate definition than the term American. Okay? The term Aboriginal has a different definition.
Yeah, bro. But that's after the Webster Dictionary that the term American changed, bro.
I need you to understand this because obviously some things that you'd have missed.
No, that term changed though, bro.
The term
Did that term change?
The term American Indian does not have the same definition as Aboriginal. Okay?
I didn't say it had the same definition as American because American was applied to the digital. Hold on, American was applied to the original races of North America.
Somebody say they part Indian. Who said that?
Applied to the Europeans. We know those definitions. Bap, come on, bro.
They said that.
Come on,
you just
bro.
Said
you know what I'm trying to
somebody
say,
else.
bro. You know what I'm trying to say, Bap.
No, I don't know. No, I don't. I don't know.
Y'all capping out, man. Y'all capping out, man. Man, it's supposed to be a fight, man.
OTK, you too smart for that. I know you know exactly what the hell you trying to say. That ain't right.
I'm
You ain't
listening.
correct.
Yeah,
You ain't correct.
OTK.
I'm listening to
The
these. I'm
term,
listening to these
the term
retarded ass
aboriginal is
motherfuckers.
applied to the term American. The
OTK.
term Indian is not. Indian is not applied to America. It's applied to
Yes, it is. Yes, it is American Indian. And it's a white girl beside me telling you, yes, it is. And she hear
Did
your
she want to say?
conversation. She's
Did the
telling
white
you,
girl say
yes,
she was part
American
Indian?
Indian is applied to American. What the hell is
Hey,
wrong with you, Bat?
well, OTK, did that white girl just say she part Indian? I heard her say it, bro.
Yeah, she has a lineage. She has
See,
American.
that's the shit I'm talking about.
Hey, smoke
You talking
signal.
about that $5
Smoke
Indian
signal.
shit.
Hold on. Stop.
Smoke signal.
So hold on. So smoke signal. It's Europeans that have Indian lineage.
OTK,
Oh,
OTK,
man.
OTK,
Y'all saying it's not?
OTK,
Y'all
you
saying
just
it's not?
making up. Look, you just making up shit at this point. Look, an American Indian is also known as a Native American. Look, American Indian is also known as a Native American. You a Native American?
Whatever.
Hey, the first definition of Native American
Are
before
you
it
a
got
Native
passed on.
American, bro?
Hold on, back.
Yes or
Quit
no? I
playing
need a
with
yes
me.
or no answer. I need a yes or no
Hold
answer before you
on.
start
No,
elaborating.
back.
Are you Native
You're asking a
American?
convoluted question. Hey, back. You're surgical, bro. Hold up. Back, you're
No, I'm
surgical.
asking a yes or no question, bro. I'm
Back,
asking
you're
listen,
surgical.
you
But
ask me
bro,
yes or no questions,
come
I
on.
answer them. Listen, are you Native
Yes.
American also? Are you Native American? Yes or no?
Depending on what time frame, yes. I would be classified as that.
So you's a Native American. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
brother.
hold
That's what I'm
up.
saying. That's the,
So hold up. So was American Indians classified as Native Americans at the beginning before it became a
I don't
Native
know. You tell
American
me.
that
You,
we
you,
see today?
you the Indian
I'm
nigga.
telling you it was. I'm telling you it was. So do your research on that.
Dude, do you not know what a Native American is?
Bro, I know what a Native American of today
Man,
is.
let us talk
Yes.
to the white Indian, bro. Let us talk to the white Indian.
Yeah. No, she's not no white Indian. She's just saying
Man,
she
she
got
just said she
Indian
was part
lineage
Indian.
from up north.
Man, she just said she
No,
was part
don't
Indian.
say no.
Don't do that. Let us talk to the
Hold
white
up.
Indian, bro.
Yeah,
Let us
she
talk
said
to
she
the white
has
Indian.
American Indian lineage, but she's from up north. She's from Pennsylvania way. And she's saying she has American Indian lineage.
My family is from Massachusetts.
Yeah, they're from Massachusetts, but they got American Indian lineage. That is not far-fetched.
Oh, can we talk to her? Can we talk to her,
How
fam?
can that be far-fetched?
Can we talk to her, fam? Can we talk to her?
Right,
You
go
doing
ahead.
some
Go
mayonnaise
ahead.
protection right now, fam.
Nah,
You're doing a
ain't
lot
no-
of mayonnaise protection. You got mayonnaise on your elbow.
Hey, listen.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
Bat, I put this on everything I love.
Part German, part whatever.
Hey, listen
Let
what
us-
all she said
let us
she
talk
has
to
in her.
Let us
Go ahead,
talk to
Bat.
the Indian, nigga, man. Come on. We want to talk to the real
white,
Indian.
but I
No. You hear what she said? I am white, but I have Indian ancestry. Do your research. Cool out, bro.
You
Cool
have
out, bro.
mulatto.
Hey, hold on.
She was Indian.
OTK.
Her
OTK.
great-grandmother was
OTK.
part Indian.
OTK.
Yeah.
OTK, be quiet real quick. Hey, sister in the back, is that Indian ancestry Negro?
No.
Thank you. Got him. Get him out of here. Get him out of
Now,
here.
can I just ask her one respectful question? I want to ask her one respectful question,
Get him
OTK.
out of here.
Hey, Bat.
OTK, I just want to ask her one respectful question. Is she mulatto? Is
Did
her
you hear the
Indian?
other
I just want to hear. I just want to ask her a question, OTK.
Lisa, hold on real quick. Hey, Bat, did you hear what the other Pinto said? She said no. And you know what? Y'all pink.
She
Y'all
said
told
no,
pink.
bro. Can we ask her another question, bro?
No, it was another girl. It was another. It
We
was
ain't
another
talking to her
female.
right now, the people, ladies, bro.
You're the only one to answer.
Man, stop talking about them ladies' toes,
man.
man.
I'm
Hey,
out
bro,
here
just
with
ask her
two-
because that's something that you mix. A
Hey,
lot of
hold on,
people with
listen.
mixture do, bro.
Chill out real
Because
quick.
you know
Hey,
in the
Bat,
census.
I'm out
toes,
here
bro.
with two. Hold on, Bat. I'm
Come
out here
on,
with
OTK,
two.
you drinking and you
What y'all call
long-winded, bro.
yourselves? Do y'all call yourself Caucasian?
Come
Y'all
on.
call yourself Caucasian? All right. So I'm out here with
Nobody
two
talking about
Caucasian girls.
Caucasian, bro.
No, this is what they call themselves. That's why I asked them.
Yeah,
What
they
do they
call
call
One of them got
themselves
themselves?
Indian.
Question, bro, because you
They
gonna
One of
get
them
me
got
in some real
Indian in
serious
them,
drinking,
though.
my nigga. It's nothing
They
bad, bro.
call
You good? You
themselves
just been
white.
drinking, my
Hold
nigga.
up.
Shit.
Hold up.
Man, you
Yeah,
got
bro.
mayonnaise on your
You know
elbows,
that.
man.
Come on. Really?
So, Bap, what is you trying to say, Bap? You said was the Indian in their lineage, was that considered a Negro?
Yeah, was the
That's what
Indian in
Bap
her
asked
family was
y'all.
a Negro in her family?
She
She said
said no,
no.
All
OTK.
She said
right.
Damn, can I
So
no.
just
now
answer a
listen
simple
to what she
question,
She said
said.
bro?
no, bro.
Listen to what she
God
said. She
damn, man.
said,
Just
yeah, hold
take a
on.
drink, brother.
Hold on. Root words. Shut your
No, I
fucking dick
understand,
sucker.
man. You're drunk,
Bro,
bro.
hey,
Dog,
OTK, you done
listen.
already coached her and told her, no, she already answered with the wrong answer already. It's over.
No. Hold on. Root words.
You didn't know. You
Ooh,
didn't
Back.
know
it's
she
all
was
Hey,
good,
Back.
OTK.
doing
I was my
that. It's
She
beef. We
over.
told
just
you.
drinking, man.
She said,
Shit.
hold on. Where do you say the Negro come from? Hold on. Where do you say the Negro come from?
Africa, like when you get that Africa
From
region.
Africa. Your ass is an African.
She is Indian. You can tell she got.
Where you say
She
her
said the
Indian come
Negro
from?
come from
I would
Africa,
say
OTK. So your
Oklahoma.
Negro
No,
lineage
where
is
do
from
you say?
Africa, she said. You an
Can
African.
I answer a simple
Yeah,
question?
Mexican, Oklahoma.
So you a
What does he
Native
Hey,
say?
can
No,
I
American
answer a
mixed
simple question
African?
of
Where do you
OTK?
say
Got
the
a
Indians
pocket
come
tonight.
from?
Indian.
And her. Where did you say it first originally came from?
She got big forehead.
Where did you say that?
Huh?
Where did you say that came from? At
From
first, you
India.
ain't say nothing about no African or none of that.
No.
You said Spanish.
Yeah, well, Spanish. Well, no, I said Indian because she got big forehead. I can see.
So now, when he asks you, where did the
Oh,
Indian come
man.
from?
This
Did it come from
fucking
Negro? You
bullshit.
said
I
no.
don't think so.
It come
No.
from the Spanish
I
side.
would say Spanish side is Spanish and
All right then. So a Spanish Indian. So that lets you know that even white people was calling Spanish people Negro.
OTK,
I
cut
wouldn't
it
call
out,
them
bro. Cut it out, bro. You out
Can I
here
say,
making
ask one
goddamn
question? Hold on,
shit.
man. I just want to ask
You
one
reaching
question to the
now, bro.
lady. I
Bro,
want to
You
ask
reaching
one
now,
question
bro.
to the
OTK,
lady.
hold on, Root. I gotta say something. OTK, cut it out. Knock it the fuck off. That's some bullshit. It's pseudo. The lady said the Negro come from Africa, bro. She said that her Native American ancestry did not come from the Negro, bro. So no, bro, you're not doing it. You're trying to twist up everything, man. On my
Hey,
mama,
back.
bro.
Hey, back. Back.
No.
Back. Stop it.
Hold
Hey,
on,
when
fam.
you
Hold on. You gotta listen, cause you mixing shit up. You're twisting the story. You're reaching like a motherfucker. You feel what I'm
all
saying?
right,
You
back.
got
Hold
to
on,
keep it
back.
real. You got to
All right,
keep
hey,
it
Wasn't talking about
real.
them ladies, toes.
Hey, listen, back. Don't let me put it on camera. Baby girl.
What?
When he asked y'all that question, this is another girl now. This ain't the same one who told y'all that they was mixed with India now. This is a whole nother girl. That's what I'm trying to tell you, back. This is a whole nother
Why is you
girl that
changing
was
it from the
saying that
mixed
shit,
person,
back.
bro? Why are you
Bro,
changing? Can I just
I
ask a
just
question,
want
Ad
to look.
Power?
Matter of
Listen
fact,
what she said.
Cause y'all niggas
I'm
slow,
done
bro.
with the conversation. I'm done.
That
I just
man,
want to
back.
ask
Don't
one
make me
simple
turn
question,
my
man, and y'all
camera
always
on.
overlook this shit, man.
You're doing a lot of swindling, brother. I'm not gonna call it straight. You're swindling. First of all, we don't know what the first girl looked like. Either one of them looked like. We don't know if it's two or one. We know we was talking to one, and in the middle of that conversation, you said we talking to a whole nother one. Listen to what this one got to say. They both sound the same to me. So I don't know what the hell to say. I'm just gonna move on from the conversation.
Can I
So
just
you
please
want me to
ask
turn my
one little
camera
simple
on?
question? Now,
Come
look,
back.
hey,
You
OTK,
want
look,
me to turn my
OTK.
camera
The
on
lady said
so I
that
can
she
show
was
you the
mixed.
one that said
She
she's
said she
mixed
was
and the
mixed
one
with
that was talking the
European
other shit?
and Indian and
No, the
shit.
same one that's
And
saying
you know
she
what I'm
was
saying? When
mixed
you mix
is
with
not the
Indian
one
and
that said the
motherfucking
African
European,
shit.
that means that you a mulatto, bro. Let me ask her a simple question, bro. A simple question.
Could call her my fucking real name. Yeah, could call her my real
Hey,
name.
beautiful.
But
I'm just
anyway, go
asking. You
back.
said you mixed with
The
Indian? You
same one
mixed with
who
Indian,
said that
right?
she was mixed with the
Bro,
Hey,
Indian
why are you
back
so
is
OTK,
drunk,
not
my
the
nigga?
same
Why can't
one
you
OTK,
chill, bro?
who
OTK,
said that though,
OTK.
back.
Either you gonna let us
Why
talk
can't
to
I just
her
ask her a
or
simple
not, bro?
question,
We
man?
don't want to have this conversation unless we can talk directly to her. You
Man, ain't
middleman.
nobody gonna disrespect them
You're
ladies,
trying
bro.
to dope.
No,
You're trying
I
to
ain't
mix
worrying
the
about the
dope. You're trying to
disrespect.
mix the dope. That's
Man,
why
nah,
you're
you
trying to
just
pull
drunk as
them in
fuck.
the
You do this every time
conversation.
after 9
Let us
o'clock, bro.
go
You
to
like
the
after
Indian.
hours or some shit,
Hey,
man.
Bab. Hey, Bab. For her to even call that girl mixed with Spanish, dog, and that's the
Bro,
Negro,
come on,
dog.
OTK.
And this
Let
is
me ask you a
somebody
question
else
with your
now.
drunk ass, man. Okay, now
Oh,
look, the lady
boy,
said that
shut
she
up,
was
boy.
mixed.
Boy, shut up. Shut your
No,
drunk.
you shut
Man,
up, man.
shut the
That's what you
fuck
do.
up,
You
root
make
words.
excuses and be drunk,
Shut your
man.
broke ass up, man.
Man,
Shut
you
your
over there
broke ass
tricking with
up,
some
boy.
fucking crack. crack, man. Come on, man. Chill out, OTK.
Okay,
Quit
know
causing
how to
confusion cause you
fucking
caught
bar.
wrong, bro. Quit
Dog, I
causing
don't drink
confusion
with
because you're
people.
wrong.
Dog, I
What's
don't
up
even
with you,
drink
weirdo,
liquor.
bro? You
You
cut me
dumb
off when I
fuck.
be doing this shit. I've been
Root
asking you to
word.
talk for
I
5
don't
minutes. I just
drink
want to ask
liquor,
a simple
dog. What are
question,
you
man.
talking about? I'm drinking with
Power,
people.
I mean,
Dog,
this
I
is what you
smoke the
don't want
hell
to
out
this
of
is what
some
I'm saying. You
weed.
really don't want to fuck with them, man. You don't want to really go against them Indians. Nigga don't want to argue with this weird ass nigga, man.
I'm
Hey,
trying to
root
have a
words. Well, let's
conversation
debate
with
No,
then.
I'm just trying to
But
say
root
get some
words, let's
decorum. I just
debate.
want to ask the lady a simple question. And I mean, I'm gonna come back. I don't give a fuck, my nigga, but y'all gotta quit playing that little tether ball with me, bro. Oh, we gonna cut root words off in this shit, man. The fuck is wrong with you, Al Power?
Calm down, bro. I'm trying to talk to the Indian lady in the back. I don't want to talk to OTK right now. I want to talk to the Indian. He middleman and mixing the conversation, and I'm hearing it. He don't want us to hear it. He put that motherfucker far as hell from my boy, but we still hearing it. You feel what I'm saying? And you mixing what she's saying, bro.
Hey, Bap, you need to stop that shit, bro.
Put
On
her
my
on the
Jesus,
mic. Put
dog.
her on the
Listen,
mic.
on
Put her on the mic.
grandmama,
Put her
Bap.
on the mic.
Hey,
Put
Bap.
her on the mic.
Hey, Bap.
Put her on the mic.
Bap.
Put her
They
on
went
the
back
mic.
inside, bro. Bap, I'm outside. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. Bap, I'm outside. I be outside the
Hey, Al
bar.
Power, what's the
I got
mulatto,
my
bro?
own.
Hey, Al
Hold
Power,
on, hold
what's
on.
the mulatto,
Let me
Al
go
Power?
ahead. Let me go ahead and show
Al Power,
you.
what's
Let
the
me go ahead and
mulatto,
show
bro?
you.
See,
Hold on.
Al
Let me
Power,
go
this is
ahead
why
and
y'all
show
say that
you
you
what
lightweight.
I'm
You
saying,
need to
Bap.
start learning a little bit because mulatto mean a person that's
Hey, Bap.
mixed. So they could never
Hey,
be
Bap.
motherfucking
That's
Indian
what
when
I'm
on the
saying.
census it plain. So
Hey,
why don't you
Bap.
let me
This
talk,
where
Al
I be
Power?
outside at,
I'm
Bap.
saying you
I
just
got
want
my
me and this
own
nigga to argue, and
TV.
I don't want to argue. I want to make a
Bap, I
point.
got
But
my
it seems like
own
you don't want me
TV.
to make
I
a
be
point, Al
outside
Power.
out here. Nobody else be out
This
here.
nigga want to argue
Now,
with a
I
drunk
can go
nigga.
in the bar. I can go in the bar. That's the bar.
Nobody
This is the
care
bar.
about you
When I
being
go
drunk, bro. I
inside,
know you at the
but I'm
bar
just showing
drunk, my
y'all
nigga.
that they comes outside to talk to me, Bap. So it ain't like
This
she
nigga
left
brought some
around me.
regular ass
She went
white
back
women that's
inside.
drunk, my nigga.
So you can't
The
smoke
fuck is wrong with this
cigarettes
drunk ass
inside,
nigga, man?
Bap. So you gotta come outside to smoke cigarettes. So that's when everybody come out here. They come outside to smoke. Cause you can't smoke inside the bar, Bap. Yeah, so it wasn't like I ran from her and she ran from me.
Come on,
No, bro.
OTK,
It
man. Y'all
ain't
need to
nothing
quit
like
playing
that.
these little fake ass games in this
Word.
community, bro. Quit playing these little fake ass games. I just want to ask a
Dog,
simple question on what the lady
nobody
said.
trust you. Dog,
Bro,
nobody
I'm not
trusts
the
you.
bro. I'm over here. You can't kick me off or do shit.
Hey,
So add power trust me
Bap,
now, nigga.
Bap. Why this
Bro,
nigga
just
don't
tell me
tell us
when you
about this
done,
Slavic
bro.
town that's in
God damn, man.
Cincinnati?
Why are you
That's
acting
in
like a
Ohio,
Mason, bro?
man.
Hold on,
Man,
What's
quit
up
OTK.
with
acting
Let me
like
this
a
do this.
Slavic
Mason and
town?
starting this chaos, my nigga. Add
What's up
power,
with
man.
this
Hold
old
Why,
Slavic?
bro?
on.
Why can't you get some order around here? I just want to ask a simple.
Hold on, y'all. Let's move on real quick. Hold on. Let me holler at Smoke. I'm gonna come back to y'all just say I'm gonna let Rootworth cook and let OTK cook. But hey, Smoke, what's the deal, man? What's the deal,
I was
man?
just trying to tell them to stop talking about them lady toes, man.
Oh, my bad, man. I call them pink toes because they toes pink, man. My bad.
Yeah, you hurt their
toes, man.
feelings, but you hurt their feelings. They went back inside the bar. They didn't even finish their cigarettes, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
and
Gotta
listen,
be a
that
little
was
bit
the
more.
same one who was talking the African shit. The one who had say that. Like, I'm not a pink toe. Don't call me that. That was the same one who was talking the African shit. See, that was a different girl who was saying that she was an Indian or she had Indian ancestry. That was a different girl. That's what I was trying to tell those old dumbass niggas who just be running their dick suckers and
Man,
they
nigga,
pussy lickers.
you just said
Not you,
anything.
Bap.
He was
Not you,
asking
Bap.
one girl about the Indian conversation. So why would the hell would the other girl answer when we ain't even talking
Because
to
they was
her?
all around the
No, she
table,
ain't
bro. Because they
talking
were
to her.
listen.
Come
Because you're
on,
on
man. This shit
speakerphone.
don't even make no damn
Back
sense.
because it's on speakerphone, bro. So anybody who come out here,
Yeah, but
they can hear
still,
the
you know when you
conversation.
being talking, you know when you being talked to, and she was already answering the question
No, I don't
before.
even know her. That was my first time meeting that other girl.
Oh Lord, just give it up, bro. I'm done.
Word.
All right.
Hey, dog, on everything I love, that was my first time meeting that other girl, the one who said, I'm not a pink toe. That was my first time meeting her. On everything I love, my nigga.
I
The
believe
fuck
you in
back.
that,
I
though.
don't lie, dog. Back. I don't lie, bro. You ain't never known me to lie.
It's
The
all
fuck?
good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
I know. That's why you saying leave that shit alone. Yeah,
Yeah, because
nigga, you don't know me to lie,
I don't
nigga.
know, bro. I don't know, bro. I can't say.
Bruh, so
I
let
just
me
know
ask you
what
this.
I heard.
Back.
I
Can
just
white
know
people
what I
have
heard in the
American?
background. I
Back.
don't know if it was 2-1 or what. I
All
don't
right,
know. I
we're
can't
back.
tell.
Let me ask you this question. Back. Can white people or so-called white people have American Indian ancestry? Yes or no?
What you mean?
Come on, man. How more
Yeah, they
detail
the
do I
Indians.
need
They
that?
the Indians right now. They the real Indians.
No,
Nigga.
no. Back. Quit fiberglassing, bro. For real. You like to duck a lot too, motherfucker. You like to duck a lot too. But see, everybody else scared of you, but I ain't scared of you. For real, dog. I'm one of the only motherfuckers who probably stand up to your motherfucking ass. Cause I ain't scared of you, but I be trying to kill your minions so you don't even fuck with me. That's why I try to kill all your minions off. Like root words. That's your fucking minion. I done killed them off. You feel me? So now I'm back. I'm gonna ask you, can white people, or what you call Europeans or white people, can they have American Indian ancestry? Yes or no?
They are the American Indians, bro. Yes.
Bruh, can they have American Indian
Yes,
ancestry?
of course.
All right then, bro. So what is so hard about that girl saying, yo, I'm white, I'm mixed with German, I'm mixed with Irish and all this, but I
I'm
have some American
saying that you
ancestry.
ain't. I'm saying the Negro.
Hold on, back.
I'm saying the Negro ain't the Indian. I'm saying the Negro ain't the Indian. She said that your Negro ass ain't the Indian.
No, that was another
Yeah,
girl.
she said you
That was
from
another
Africa.
girl that said that. That was
No,
another girl that
I
said
can't
that.
verify that. I can't verify that.
That's why I started to show you. How you
I
doing,
can't
beautiful? I'm good. Word. All right, Bat. I feel you, Bat. I should have turned on the camera earlier to show you that it was two different people out there talking. My apologies, Bat. My apologies. 1,000 pardon, man. 1,000 pardon. You're absolutely correct. One thing I know, though, I paint toes in the South thick. Solid. I fuck with my paint toes. I fuck with all races, dog. Except for the African, because we don't got them around here. We don't got no Africans around here. That's what my grandmama. We don't got no Africans in Goose Creek. All the Africans that come into Goose Creek, they some fucking swindlers. They some scam artists. That's all they do. They scam artists. Big facts. So now, root words. Can you tell us about the Slavic town that's in Ohio? Some of the first slaves that was coming at, that's why they call it Slavic town.
He gone.
Yeah.
Man, your ass up here on pseudo Friday, psycho psyops. Nigga, you should have let us. Why you ain't put them on the phone and let us talk directly to them? See? That's the trickery. You see what I'm saying? You was being a blocker from the information. It was going to debunk everything. Just like she did. Hey, man, all Indians pop up, man. I'm not convinced. Somebody said, boy, root on. Somebody said, Debbie said she ain't scared of Debo. That nigga OTK had that mayonnaise on his elbow. He didn't want to let us talk to the old Becky.
He went back inside the bar.
Becky was going to drop a bomb. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga OTK. Shout out to my nigga.
Damn, it'd be fun to see. I was gonna ask And I'm gonna ask is you saying OTK is African? She gonna say yeah.
I don't recall any Portuguese coming on the mainland having no colonies. Do you?
You say? What do you say?
I said I don't recall any Portuguese having colonies on the mainland. Only
Not nothing, anything, any significance. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe a little fishing colony. You feel what I'm saying?
I
Nothing
don't even
crazy.
recall them having that because they always
Yeah,
was
they had one in
more.
Newfoundland, where they set up a colony. And it was pretty much like I said, used for fishing. It really wasn't shit. You know what I mean?
I've always known them to be directly in Brazil.
Yeah, I mean you can Google it. Probably it probably pop up. I did do that research some time ago, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Newfoundland or Greenland or maybe Nova Scotia, somewhere up in that area. You feel what I'm saying?
But that's not in the United States.
Yeah. Not in the United States at all.
That's what
No.
I'm talking about. Now, America is America. Brazil, all that's America, but not over here.
I
They
think
were never
Newfoundland is like I don't know, like Maine or some shit like that.
Finland, Newfoundland. I don't know. I gotta look that up. But I do know that they never had no colonies over here. Not Brazilians.
Now you can look it up, Sister Bethy. It's a fact. I ain't even. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if you Google it, it'll pop up. But like I said, but Portuguese wasn't having any significance to do any impact. Is what I'm saying. They wasn't in the lower states. They wasn't in the Northeast. You feel what I'm saying? They wasn't touching indigenous tribes. There's really no significance.
Yeah.
So I don't
I'm
know
trying
how
to
the
get
hell
around the
they're
fact
even.
that
How the
they
hell
were.
they even in North Carolina and Robeson County? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, that's what the whole document was talking about.
That was the judge trying to not acknowledge the nigger as the Indian, but the
No,
senator.
he was trying to. He was asking, like, is these the Negroes? The dude that was representing the damn Portuguese and the 700 people in that county, he was saying, no, they're Spanish Portuguese mixed with Indian and white.
The senator was the one who knew that the Negro was the Indian.
Well, then,
that's why he kept questioning the judge. The judge was trying to block out the Indian.
I don't think that's what it said. He was saying that he was questioning
the
Negro.
Document.
Okay, I'll go back to it. He was questioning the Negro blood because those people were
the judge didn't want to
because those
admit
people
that
were
the Indian
called
and the Negro.
mulattoes.
The
Those people
judge
were
did
called.
not want to. He didn't want to admit that the Negro and the Indian was one and the same. That's why
So
the
look,
senator kept asking him questions and rephrasing and asking him the same question.
Where at?
Try to trick him up. If you pull the document back up, I did that 3 years
You don't
ago.
see it on the screen? Hold on.
No, it's not showing.
Hold on. Shit. Hold on. Y'all see it now?
Let me blow it up on my end so I can see because them words are real little. Okay. So the Senate. Where do you want to start at?
We can start right here at the whole damn thing. Or you want to go straight into the transcripts? So the transcripts start right here.
Yeah,
This right.
I see the transcripts. Half of the covered population.
All right, let's zoom in on it so I can put it big on the screen for you.
Oh, that's nice. Yep.
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay.
So this is in 1871.
Okay.
Now, one of the things that I do note in 1871, they didn't use the terminology Negro yet.
Yes, they did. In 1871, they most certainly used the term Negro. It was on census records in 1871.
In 1871, where?
Virginia records, the North Carolina Assembly records, and state census. Yeah, you can pull up the term Negro being used all around in the 1800s. That was the common term that
Well,
they
no, I
were
know they
referring.
was used in the 1800s, but not. I'm not thinking in like 1870s.
Yeah,
I'm
1870s leading
thinking
up
more.
all the way up until like the 1840s. They changed it. I think in the 40s they started using color.
No, 1830 they used color too.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, maybe it was interchangeable. Because this court transcript is
And
obviously using a
I
Negro.
remember using colored well up into the 1880s and 90s, because in South Carolina the entire basically Senate and House were all colored. They didn't describe them as Negroes in South Carolina, and when they had the entire Senate, with predominantly the Senate and the House, they were all colored. There was not one Negro listed. I pulled that whole newspaper up. That was like 2 weeks ago. But anyway, whether here or there, they're using half the colored part. They're using colored and Negro. So it is what it is. But the Senate is saying half of the colored population. Leach. Yes, sir. Half of the colored population of Robeson County were never slaves at all. That's a fact. Senate. What are they? Are they Negroes? This is the Senate asking the judge.
Right, because in Robeson County, according to Carter G. Woodson, a lot of head house of Negroes were free Negroes that was head of house. So that's why he asked it, are they Negroes? So we got to keep all that in context because they're talking about Robeson County in particular too.
Right. So now he goes to saying, what are they? Are they Negroes? He's asking this to the judge.
Yes.
And the judge, well, sir, I desire to tell you the truth as near as I can, but I do not know what they are. I think they are a mixture of Spanish, Portuguese, and Indian. Okay. Now, then he go now let's hold on to Indian, because you got Spanish and you got Portuguese. That's two Europeans right there.
Yeah, but two different looks though.
Spanish and Portuguese.
Portuguese would have been darker. Spanish would have been a little lighter.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily, Bat. The fact that he said a mixture of Spanish and Portuguese, those are Europeans. Portuguese is considered European. They're considered European. So you got two Europeans, and then you got an Indian. That's the same thing as a nigger, whether y'all want to believe it or not. You got two European, Spanish and Portuguese. If you look up Portuguese, it falls under European. And then you got the Indian. So now the Senate's saying, again, you think they are mixed Negroes and Indians? So who's the Negroes and who's the Indians now?
What are you asking, Sister Bethy?
So I'm asking a question. What the Senate is asking. So you think they're mixed? This is the Senate. After the judge said, I think, he said he think they are a mixture of Spanish, Portuguese, and Indian. So if you got Spanish and Portuguese, those are two Europeans.
Yeah, that's what the dude who's representing them said. But the judge knows better, though. You see what I'm saying? That's why he keeps referring to him saying, so you think that they're mixed Negroes and Indians.
So
you notice he never refers to the Portuguese because he knows that there's no Portuguese in that area.
But no, my point that I'm trying to make, the judge literally mentioned two European people, Spanish and Portuguese. Those are Europeans. Portuguese are Europeans. And then you got the Indian. So who's the Indian? For them to be mixed with Indian. All right, two, you still have white and Indian. If you want to break it down even further.
No, because it don't, because it even specifies and shows separatism when it talks about white people. As a matter of fact, it even highlights that later on when you keep moving down in the farther in the conversation.
But that's the senator tricking him up, trying to get him to confess.
No, that ain't him trying to look. This is what the senator said. He said, I understand.
Let's keep reading it, because this is how they get people in trial. He said, when he asked the leech, well, sir, the judge responded, well, sir, he said, what, are they Negroes? So now, if a senator is going to ask the judge, are they Negroes? Obviously, they're people with skin tone, dark skin tone. That these half populations of colors are people who actually have.
I disagree. I think that he's only asking, are they Negroes? Because those people are classified as mulattoes in Robeson County census.
Okay, I'm going to try it another way. Roll it up to the first question again, where it says half of the population are colored, right?
Right.
Then he goes in, okay, the Senate is saying, North Carolina Senate and House Committee interviewed Robeson County Judge Leach. And the Senate, they said half of the colored population. And then Leach says, yes, sir, half of the colored population of Robeson County were never slaves at all. Okay? And that's a fact.
Yeah, but listen, the reason they're saying that is because of this leisure up here. Look, hold on, my bad. Before you go, I just want you to take into consideration that this is lumping all non-whites into free people of colors or colors.
I read that already. I read this whole script. So, again, you keep missing my point. The Senate said half of the colored population. And then Judge Leach says, yes, sir, half of the colored population of Robeson County were never slaves at all. And the Senate says, oh, so what are they? Are they Negroes? Now, you have to ask your question, why would this senator say, what are they, Negroes? Why would he say that?
Because they're labeled mulattoes.
No.
And mulattoes have to have Negro mixture.
We're just, I don't see where they're mulattoes at. I'm reading.
You're gonna read it. You got to finish reading. It's gonna get to that whole thing about the whole mulatto admixture and reason they even calling.
I get that part down there.
But you got to keep that in context, because that's why he's doing. He even tell you that's why he's doing it in the transcript. But go ahead. Let's finish. Let's get through it.
All right.
Let's read it all.
I'm trying to get you to say, why would
we got to read it all to get the full context.
I don't need to know. I don't need to read it all. Why would
But you got to get the full context.
No, I don't, Bap. That's not how it goes. I'm not going to jump down there yet. It don't.
No, I said let's read it all. Let's read it all
I'm
together.
Gonna read it all. I'm just asking you a question before we even get down there. before we even get down there, why would the senator, the Senate asks, what are they?
I'm gonna
Are
say
they
because
Negroes?
they're mulattoes,
No,
because they're labeled
no,
mulattoes.
no, I'm
What's
not
your
getting
answer?
down there. You're
I know.
okay.
I'm saying that's my answer. What's
All
your
right,
answer?
that's your okay. All right, so, well, sir, I desire to tell you the truth as near as I can, but I don't know what they are. I think they are a mixture of white and Indian. That's what I'm gonna say right here, because Spanish is
But
white.
no, you gotta
They're
read it for what it
Europeans.
says.
They're
No, read it
Europeans.
verbatim. No, read
Okay.
it verbatim.
All right.
Read it
All
verbatim.
right. All right.
No.
Fine. But I don't know what
You're
they
doing a
are.
pseudo Indian shuffle. Don't do
Okay.
that.
No, I'm not gonna do no pseudo Indian shuffle.
Read it
But
exactly
all
what it
right,
says
let me
here.
ask you this: are Spanish Europeans?
It's in the European continent.
Are Spanish Europeans?
Yes, but are
Okay.
Europeans
All
ethnically
right.
white?
Are Portuguese Europeans?
Yes.
Okay.
Are there
So
black Europeans?
I desire, huh?
Are there black Spanish? Are there black Portuguese? Are there
Yes.
black Europeans?
Yes. Yes. They have
Okay
Spanish
then.
people with dark
Okay then.
skin.
Yes. So
They have
yes, there's Spanish and Portuguese. Has nothing to do with
but
white or their ethnic group. But go ahead. We're gonna read it exactly what it says.
all
We're
right.
gonna add on and click on.
What
We're gonna
I'm
read exactly
saying
what it says.
is, but is the original Spanish person of dark hue?
Just Bethany, you're trying to add in to prove your
I'm
point,
not
but if you
adding
do,
shit in. I'm asking you a question. I can't ask
no,
you if the original all right. I can't ask you a question.
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
Never mind. So you think there are a
You
mixture
asked
of
me, are the
Spanish,
original Spanish
Portuguese,
people Europeans? I
Spanish,
said yes.
Spanish, Portuguese, and Indian. Then the sentence says, you think they are mixed Negroes and Indians? And he said, I don't think that in that class of population, there is much Negro blood at all. Of that half of the colored population that I have attempted to describe, all have always been free. They are called mulattoes. These are the colors we're talking about. That is the name they are known by as contradistinguished from Negroes. I think they are of Indian origin. So the colors are Indian origin. That's what he's thinking. So the sentence says, I understand you say that these 700 or 800 persons that you designate as mulattoes are not Negroes, but are a mixture of Portuguese and Spanish, white blood, and Indian blood. So now,
finish reading.
You think they are not generally Negroes.
Facts. That's
so
key.
Now, this Senate believes that these people are of dark hue because he's standing on Negro. He's standing on that shit.
Why?
Because of dark hue.
No, because he stated right here, because they're called mulattoes.
No, I know that. But what I'm trying to say is that the senator is standing on the darker hue. It's the judge that don't want to.
He says nothing about darker hue. That's just you adding in. He's telling you exactly what he's saying. Though.
Okay, so what skin complexion are Negroes? What skin complexion are Negroes?
Dark skin.
Okay. So Leach says, I do not think the Negro blood predominates, meaning, and I know what that means. Y'all know what that means.
Yeah, we know what
people have.
Means.
What does it mean?
So we can pull up the definition.
I know what predominates mean.
We'll just pull it up so everybody.
They're trying to say that they have more of the European features, basically.
Predominate, to be strongest or main element or be greater in number or amount.
Correct.
Meaning that
Predominate.
he don't think it's that much.
Meaning
Shit. In
that
other
they don't
words.
look that the Negro blood doesn't predominate. Like when we
Yeah,
have
so
a
listen.
baby by
So right here, so listen,
most
right here, when they're
Negro,
talking about Negro blood, they're not talking about pigment. They're necessarily. They're just talking about the admixture of genetics, because we know for a fact that mulattoes come in different shades, but they got Negro blood. So listen, that's why he's referring to them as Negroes, because you can't get a mulatto without a Negro, no matter what. So that's why he keep referring to them as Negroes, not because of their necessarily dark hue. You see what I'm saying? So, but the guy may be thinking that they're dark hue like that, because that's why he's referring to them as that. You got to realize that, because look, when it goes down to it, it said, I understand you to say that the 700 to 800 persons you can that you designate as mulattoes are not Negroes, but are admixture of Portuguese and Spanish and white blood and Indian blood. You say you think they are not generally Negroes? Question mark. The dude said, I do not think the Negro blood predominates, meaning he don't
and
think it's that
basically
much.
he's saying that they don't look mostly like Negroes. So if
Yeah,
they
he
don't
meaning
look
he don't think
mostly like, if they don't, that's what it means. The nigger blood don't dominate. Because if
right.
if
So the
I have
judge, so listen, he said, I don't think the Negro blood predominates. So the judge wants to clarify this. He says, the word mulatto means a cross between white and Negro, just to let him know. And the dude said, yes, sir, it does. And the judge says, so you're not using it in the understanding that it is applied with then.
This is why
And then
I
the guy
told you
said, I
that
guess
the
I'm not.
senator
I really
is
don't know.
standing on these are niggas, basically. The
Well, I mean,
senator,
mulattoes are technically Negro blooded. Yeah, absolutely. But they
right,
got white people
contradict
blood as
itself.
well.
But the judge is the one who doesn't want to acknowledge it. But the Senate, dude, that's why he keeps questioning them like that.
No, but
And
what I'm
he's
saying is we
basically
know
telling them that,
mulattoes have,
oh,
hold on,
so
we know,
you don't want to apply it and
Mr. Messi,
understand it in the
we
way
know
that we
mixed
apply it.
people, have look black, and when they can look white too. I mean, they can look very
They can have
pale
more of
skin
their
as well.
European features. That's very true. They're
So, so, but,
baby
so,
speaking out.
yeah. So, but that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about the fact that it is a Negro, and are they Negro because of their labeling? So they're talking about the blood admixture. He's saying no. I'm not saying there are Negro at all. So,
We
and that's
know
what
that I just said that the judge does not want to acknowledge them as Negroes. He don't even want to acknowledge the
No.
fact that
The
these
judge is
people.
actually trying to acknowledge them as Negroes. Go back up to it right here in the beginning. Look, it says, so the judge says off the rip, he said, what are they? Are they Negroes? Asking them, like, are they Negroes? The dude said no. So he asked him again. So you think that they're mixed Negroes and Indians?
The judge wants
No.
to separate the damn colored from the Negro. That's what he wants to do. But the Senate is not having it. That's the problem that we're having.
The Senate is trying to figure out why are they being called mulattoes in the records when they
Because
have no
they
Negro
don't,
blood. Because
because what they want
he
to
even
do.
get frustrated with it right here at the end. He said, "Listen, man, the word mulatto means a cross between white and Negro, but you keep saying they have no Negro blood. That's why he even specified, said you do not mean the word to be understood in the sense when applied to these people." And the guy responds literally with this response: I really do not know how to fucking describe them.
Because he does not want to not acknowledge the Negro blood. The judge doesn't, but the
He's
senator
literally
does.
acknowledging it.
No, he's not. He doesn't want to acknowledge it. 1 minute
He's
he's like,
acknowledging
well,
it right now when
yeah.
he said, "Look," when he says,
1 minute he's
when
like,
he
oh
says,
yeah, and then the
look,
next minute
the
he's like,
judge.
well, I really don't know.
Look, no, that ain't the judge that's saying it. That's not the judge saying it. That's
Okay.
the other guy saying it. Look, the judge.
The Senate,
yeah,
the judge just not say, I really don't know how to describe those people.
No, the judge is not saying that. The judge is not saying that.
All right, is the judge Leach?
No, the judge ain't Leach. The Senate is.
The judge is Leach. The judge is Leach.
Let me see. No, oh yeah, the judge is least. My bad.
Jesus Christ.
My bad.
This is the Senate questioning the judge. The judge don't want to acknowledge the nigga. He want to separate the colored.
Yeah, the judge is not. My bad. The judge is not acknowledging the nigga, but the Senate is. My bad. Yes.
Correct.
Yes,
That's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time. So we don't even got to read it no more. I'm done. It's the judge. He does not want to acknowledge that nigga being the Indian. That's the whole problem in this whole thing. The nigga and the
yeah, because
Indian
Leach is the judge.
He don't want to acknowledge the fact that the Indian and the nigga is the same thing. He want to make three separate and make them special.
No. I see your point now, Sister Betty. My bad. I didn't even see it. You should have said that from the beginning. Or maybe no, I was confused a little bit.
I kept saying Leach is
no. You're right. No, you're right. In that particular way you set it up, and now when I'm looking at it, the argument is they are trying to move away from the Indian and the Negro being the same. They're using almost interchangeably, but he's not trying to recognize it as such. The Senate even is trying to like nigga.
Right. The Senate understands that the Indian and the nigga is one and the same. That's why he's sarcastic.
No, that's a good way to look at. That's a good way to look at it.
The senator is sarcastically coming at
yeah.
Basically, he said, "Oh, so you don't want to apply it in the same way that we do? That's why it's down there."
Right, and the senator is also saying that these are they're being labeled as mulattoes, man. Mulattoes and Negroes have to have a mixture. It got to be a mixture. Yeah, that was my bad, Sister Betty. Shit.
Dang, Bap, you was about to take my throat off.
No, I'm tired. I don't step late. No, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you way past your bedtime, bro. It's going on 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you should have been telling me later. I get grumpy
at 8:30.
I get grumpy when I get
What was wrong with OTK flipping out? What's wrong with him?
I don't know. That's the homie though.
He was mad as hell.
That's the homie.
Yeah.
Hey, but listen, before y'all get up out of here, man, y'all hit that like button and y'all can support the channel. There's one person to support the channel before we get up out of here. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all smack that like button that's pinned down there. Below the show. I don't know. He might be going live. He might already be live. I don't even know.
Why you won't do a redirect? I wish he go live.
Because he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me.
It'd be so fucking boring.
Yeah, dude, man. I'm about to go get me some sleep. Y'all need to get some rest. Get y'all some motherfucking rest.
Call Smoke and tell him to go live. Matt, why don't you hold on so you could do a redirect?
Oh, hell no. I done held on longer. Goddamn no.
I know.
Yeah, and I've been drinking moonshine too. I'm surprised I'm still going.
That's why your ass can't tell the color from the Indian. You drinking moonshine.
Yeah, my bad. I have my glasses on.
All right, I'm gonna call Smoke. Tell him to go live.
Yeah, tell that nigga pop out, man.
All right.
Shit, I don't know. You know he probably gonna go live. Probably like what time is it? He probably up. Yeah, he probably gonna go live as soon as I end this motherfucker. I know he's somewhere in the cut. I'm trying to see if he can pop out in the chat, but I don't. Guess he moving and grooving.
Okay.
Guess he moving and grooving.
Yeah, I don't watch that other channel. It'd be terrible. That.
I don't even know. I don't be giving nobody no shouts. I don't watch none of them lame ass niggas channels.
That Truth Zone channel, David. I seen.
I don't watch none of them weak ass niggas channels.
Oh, no. It'd be so bad. It'd be so bad.
They ain't got no information and it sucks. It's just a bunch of degeneracy, homosexual, and degeneracy. I'm
about to go. You stupid. Okay. I'm gonna call Smoke.
All right, man. Y'all be easy, be safe, be aware, stay vigilant, and stay dangerous. It's your brother Aboriginal Power, and we out of here.
Keys on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Right the turret just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb.